just gets better and better.
That's always our goal, bro. Like just to keep bringing in, bringing in good stuff, and making this experience that much better, bro.
No one
Like
else is
honestly,
doing this. Truly, we're lucky. We really are lucky to have you guys.
and we appreciate it. Thank you.
And I feel like, ranking wise, I feel like these songs contributed to so much of my competition history at this point that I'm just like, all right.
Hey,
So no one else has that. No one else gets to like. I mean, like you're in New York, like I
yeah,
don't feel
man.
like.
Like it's cool. Like we're blessed to be able to do it here in New York. We're blessed that what I mean. Like the people still come out. They still show love.
Yeah.
The fact that we have like a new generation that's coming in.
Yeah.
Like I like you're a veteran now at this point, but you're still like one of the newer veterans, right? Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like you're the last you're the last group of individuals that came in. There's a whole new group.
Yeah.
And like I'm like three groups before you, you know?
Yeah.
Cool. So
Let's go, let's go. That's a hard victory too.
oh, so you can get the bracket. I thought you wanted to get the whole bracket. I don't want to be in the way. I'm like,
That's gonna be my bracket picture.
Hey, it's your boy Life Wahab. Welcome, bienvenido. ¿Cómo están todos? How is everybody? We are live. Latte World Championship Open right here at the Javits Center 2024. I am your co-host, Life of Hop from Espresso State of Mind. And shortly will be joining me, the two-time Latte World Championship Open winner and one of my closest friends in the industry, Miss Emily Bryant. Just want to let you know that thank you for being with us. We're technical difficulties through it, but it's day one. We're trying to give you that live action by action, all the best shots. We have two camera guys now, so we're gonna give you side by side, them pouring at the same time. Super exciting. Let everybody know. Share the link. Subscribe if you want to comment below. We want to hear where you are. And ladies and gentlemen, with no introduction needed.
That's kind of an introduction, though, don't you think?
That is Emily Bryan.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Audio going. So thank you for having us, guys. Ro- Joshua is on the mic, ready to rock and roll. Mitch Molina and the three-time Latte Art World Championship Open winner, Maddie Bocci. So what an incredible first battle. Mitch, known for winning their first throwdown Isam event back in November in 2023. Been pouring incredible. I've been seeing them all weekend practicing, pouring the best that they've ever poured. It's been amazing. The headphones are on. We have Mich Molina on the yellow machine. We have Maddie Bochi on the blue machine. Uh, this isn't. This is right at home from Maddie Bochi.
Oh,
Hey!
I was muted the whole time. All my jokes.
Oh, your jokes are gone.
All my jokes are gone.
Maddie Bochi with MVP of last year, almost
Oh.
taking what?
Oh,
Two Lauco tournaments last year.
he took 3, didn't he?
I think he rolled over the year before, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, did he take a break? I thought they were in a row.
Were they in a
I think they were back to back
okay,
to back.
back to back to
Unless
back?
that was Cabell.
Yeah,
No, maybe it was both.
yeah. So I think Maddie Bochi, he won
He
New
said,
York.
I don't want any
He
of
won
y'all to
Louisville.
have anything anymore. It's mine.
So yeah, just to give you a quick rundown of who won last year. Starting with New York, last year we have Maddie Bochi.
Clock hits 2 minutes and 30 seconds, all zeros. If they don't submit a drink, they'll be disqualified for time. The next the other competitor will move directly on. If they do submit that drink within that time, then they'll get to carry the drink up from the plate and submit it to our 3 illustrious judges. Give it up, guys, for our 3 judges here. And these judges are going to be scoring these drinks by a number of categories, which I'll go over in just a minute as soon as we get
Yes.
He hates when I call him that.
Yeah, I know.
He's always been there for me.
He's repping Detroit, Commonwealth in the building.
Is he still in Detroit?
Still in Detroit.
Yeah, he's got to get out of there. No, I'm just kidding.
Come to New
Detroit's
York
great.
City. He's got to pull you.
He doesn't want that. No. No, he doesn't like me. It's specifically me. He said as soon as Emily moved there, I was just off my list. Yeah.
Maybe Texas.
This is exciting. Do you want to pull up the live stream so we can like
Yes, I do.
see where we are?
Yes, I do.
First round of the day. I don't watch us.
Yes.
This is fantastic.
These 2 people are needed. Cool.
Not-
So we're rocking.
So don't worry about the technical issue.
Okay. Cool. We're rocking.
That looks
22
great.
people already on the live. So great to see.
Wow, that looks incredible.
So Em, what do you look for your first round? What's in your mind when you're going up there?
In the first
In
round,
the first round, yeah.
don't choke. I think is the hardest. I think on day 1, all you're thinking about is your nerves, and that's really stressful over time. I like when I go to Coffee Fest, I feel like I'm getting ulcers. Do you know what I mean? Like at least 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Wow, these shots are incredible.
I
So
know.
usually day 1, all I'm thinking about is what am I gonna pour, and how am I not gonna spill it in front of all my friends and family. And then there's the classic pouring above the plate. Very smart idea because you can set the cup down immediately if you need to. Oh, he's doing a slow.
Oh, a new pattern.
Oh, and nicely vibe. Looks a little underfilled though.
Oh, interesting.
No, it's perfect.
Interesting.
Let's see what Meech has got going on. Meech is doing a tulip.
Oh, no,
Looks like a wing 3.
Maddie Bochi with a speed point.
Maddie just took it. He didn't even wipe it. He said, "Fuck you." Sorry, no vulgarity.
No, we're
Can we curse?
Yeah, we totally curse.
Heck yeah, we don't need sponsors. Fuck them. I hate sponsors. We're gonna take a moment to talk about our sponsors for just a second.
Sure, sponsored by Yatu Sabe Productions. Thank you. So, Meech and Matt, we're gonna get these pours up onto the screen right now. We're just gonna wait for Meech.
Ooh, that's pretty, but I'm gonna be honest, that's not what I thought was gonna be set down. There's a little bit of wobble in that base right there. That is not ideal, a little crooky, but taking the speed.
Yeah.
This might be a case of underestimating your opponent, which I worry about, because that's also really good.
Do I smell upset in the first round?
I don't know. I kind of think like, okay,
Let's go
so
down point by point.
if I were to break this down point by point, I think with Maddie, I give symmetry and balance, even though it's leaning one way. Meech is missing an entire top half of the side and the hearts at the top, because Chris is going to count each individual piece. So these top hearts, that's 3 mistakes. 1 there when you're looking at that top right corner of Meech's. Better, well, arguably, line clarity goes to Maddie. That might be arguable, but I think Maddie separated the lines better and color better.
Would you give Maddie
And speed.
Would you
And
give
so
Maddie difficulty, or do you give that to me?
I would give Meech difficulty in theory, but not in my theory, but in like the way the judges are going to judge this theory. So
Interesting.
so I have Maddie for 3 with the clean cup and execution and symmetry being optional for. I think execution will go to Maddie, and I think that'll seal it. But also, I could be wrong about symmetry because Maddie did bust his base a little bit.
He did.
But he definitely has line clarity. You can see it in the base. So line clarity, color, maybe symmetry for Meech, maybe difficulty for Meech, maybe execution for Meech, but Maddie has speed, so in my opinion, it could go either way, but I do think it's going to lean Maddie.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see.
Have they decided?
Let's see. I think the judges are ready.
Unanimous decision. This one was easy.
Unanimous.
No, it's not.
Hey, but good job for.
I'm watching for the
Meech.
fingers. Let's go.
Beanie versus Beanie.
I want to see how many digits these pores can get. All right, who do you vote for?
I'm going Maddie Bochi.
I'm gonna go Maddie too, but no diss to Meech's pour being also great. And I wouldn't be surprised if I'm surprised.
Yeah, we'll see. Chateau the Wolf Natasa likes Meech.
No,
in this
Tassa's
one.
probably right over there. Where is she?
She's tuning in. She's watching.
She's with us. Whoa, that's a great flex.
Yes. All right. So up next,
I think he was steaming his
we
shirt.
have Eddie versus Masafumi.
Hi, everybody.
Eddie versus Masafumi. Eddie repping Portland, Oregon.
That's right.
That's right.
You
And
know more about this than I do.
I did my homework.
Javi told me to do homework,
Yeah.
and I didn't do any homework.
It's okay.
I said, I'll be ready, and I'm not.
It's okay. You're the star.
You're the star.
No, I'm just a guy with a mic. And it's
All right, thank you for kicking it off, both of you. Well, we've come to the unanimous decision here. Not an easy one, but moving on will be Maddie Bolchi.
Give it up, guys, for Maddie Porche. Amazing pour by Meech. Really well done. Both of you
That
did
could have gone either way.
yes.
And when he was like, this wasn't an easy decision, I was like, they're going to go okay.
That's a
And then they didn't
signature
do that.
line by Chris.
He's like, Chris is like Gordon Ramsay, where he like threatens you but is also complimenting you.
He's
You
like-
know, he's like,
He's like, you made this burger?
and after this break, we'll find out who the loser is.
Yeah.
Emily, you're staying. And you're like, oh my God.
But yeah,
Who's next? Oh yeah.
we have Eddie and Masafumi.
I just say yellow machine, blue machine.
Yeah. So 1 point goes to the blue machine. Let's see what happens. Who has it now? Double camera action, guys. Comment below.
Oh, that's funny.
Let me know what you guys think, who you guys voting for. So
Do you have an iPhone charger?
yeah. Not on me.
I'm gonna go live.
Cool. Let's go live. Let's go live
Double
on
live.
Instagram. Let's get more viewers onto this live.
Thank
So
you. Guys,
Masafumi, all the way from Japan, ready to pour and compete with the best of the best. Eddie is our SCA 2023 Throwdown winner of last year, coming in strong. He's been our head judge. He's been a great guy. Shout out Eddie Balan Jr. Rooting for you, buddy. So all right, so a little nerves on the first round by the two baristas. Let's see if Eddie and Masafumi can take a little bit what they learned from the first battle and see if it helps.
what did you just say? I missed all of that.
A little bit of a bumpy start from Maddie, Bochi, and Meech with their pours. Let's see if these two baristas can do better. The nerves are always here. There's a lot of people watching. As we're
many
towards the
people are
end
watching?
of Coffee Fest show, we're getting bigger and bigger crowd all around. So it's pretty cool.
Hello, everybody. We are doing a live stream of the Coffee Fest commentary.
Live.
Every once in a while, I'll show you guys the pours, just so you can keep up with us.
Cool.
But for
Shots are
now,
pulling. Milk is being steamed.
that's Javi, that's me.
Yes.
What up, scum?
Hello.
Dirty scum chum.
First state
So
of my YouTube page.
we're watching, we're commentating on the New York Coffee Fest Latte Art Championship, and you can find the full visual commentary on Espresso State of Mind's Instagram page, or you can just watch here, but this isn't going to be everything.
Yeah.
But
So-
I love you guys.
Looks like Masafumi is
Oh,
up
shit.
to pour and curse.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Nice Rosetta.
Yeah.
Masafumi.
You sound like you're in sports. Like you sound like a baseball announcer.
Yeah,
You're like,
this is 20
Yeah,
years of
yeah, yeah, yeah.
ESPN every day.
ESPN.
Oh no, I can't do
Is
the
that
jingle.
something you get when you have like a partner? Like, and you have to
Yes.
go to the doctor and get
Yes.
it tested?
Ooh, a
Wait,
little,
I missed it. What did Eddie pour?
a little shaky. Eddie's going for a second pour.
Never go for the second pour.
Never go for
Word
the
of
second
advice.
pour.
Never
of
go for
advice.
the second pour. Second pour is,
So tell the
is
people
hard.
why
It's
they
tough.
shouldn't go for a second pour.
You're probably, I mean, you might be able to get out of it. I've gotten out of it one time with the second pour, but every time I go for the second pour, I always I always spill or I fuck up.
Yeah,
I'll
I agree.
shake a lot.
I'm a one pour type of guy.
If you're going for a second pour, it makes more sense to go for something like a Rosetta. But otherwise, if you're trying to do a technical tulip, unless you're like Daisuke, it's
Yeah.
tough. It's
Yeah.
because you're gonna start shaking. I start shaking.
Yeah, a couple years ago they changed the time limit from 3 minutes to 2.5, and
Oh,
that
they
is
yeah, that was the best though.
yeah, it made the competition a little bit faster, but the second pour is super
Yeah,
difficult.
everyone's hearts went in their butt whenever they. Oh, he's gonna make it.
Oh, I don't know if Masafumi's gonna make it. He's got to put it down. One.
And right at the fudging.
What a generous
timer.
second by Joshua Boyd giving
Wow.
Masafumi.
Wow, but look how neat
Four.
Morgan is. Ooh,
Oh.
tough. It's
Oh.
tough when half of your heart is missing because heartache.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's tough.
that is tough.
That's tough.
Well done by Masafumi.
I kind of feel like I know the way this one's gonna go.
Yeah.
So
Well,
hi,
let me
guys.
ask you, when someone like Edward executes a base but then doesn't finish the top part, does that automatically disqualify you from your pour from winning?
No, it's not about busting your base. It's about the points. So on this point, you have symmetry, execution, right? So you'll lose the execution point if you bust your base. That's what you lose. You have technically degree of difficulty, but arguably no execution. So I don't really know how Chris is going to judge that one. More mistakes over here, though.
Yeah.
You have, I think they're both equally filled. I don't think he looks like Edward may have spilled because Chris just denoted that.
Yeah.
But we'll see with Masafumi.
Yeah, it's super tough. You're trying to, you have the clock ticking,
Yeah.
time's coming,
That's
pressure,
tough.
and it's sometimes you get the base, you get excited, and then when that follow through comes, then those shakes.
Sometimes you get a little excited and you don't meet your partner where you need to meet your partner, and they are a little dissatisfied, and you're satisfied. You can't do that. You gotta
No.
be nice. You gotta be generous. You have to
Yeah,
be generous out to the world.
This isn't Instagram pouring. This is Lauco.
So you're right, though. That base is really beautiful.
It
The
is.
base is exceptional. In fact, the base is something like had the rest of the pour even been slightly more structured, because it definitely lost symmetry and it definitely lost execution. I think Edward could have taken it.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if it got to Edward no disc, because I just think that like the points lean Masafumi.
We'll see what the judges say.
Everybody's so tense.
Who do you got?
I got Maxi.
All right, moving on, we have Edward.
Okay. All right.
That's a little segment that we start creating. What do we know?
This is why I don't compete anymore and I lose on day one.
Yeah, this is why
This
we're
is what
not a
happens.
commentary. This is why we rob
That
the
is
community
a
from the competition.
good but controversial decision. Decision. Not a bad decision. Eddie deserves good wins, but
so from the judge's
debatable.
perspective, what gave Eddie that advantage? What do you think?
probably line clarity, color distribution, speed, right? So speed, line clarity, color distribution. So he only needed one more point. So if he got difficulty, which I think is what they did.
Yeah.
So I think they gave him. I think actually now I kind of think I agree with the judges.
Oh, there you go. You got to go down the points.
You
right?
do got to go down the points. We should get ourselves a point list so we don't forget.
Yes.
For anyone just joining who's never seen this before, the point system is speed, clean cup. So whoever has a dirty cup and or underfilled or overfilled, that's a negative point. You also have execution, degree of difficulty, symmetry and balance. I almost said aesthetic beauty and balance because it's so 2018.
Yeah.
Line clarity, so how crisp are the lines, and then color distribution.
Interesting.
Did I miss anything?
No, I think you got it. I think Henry Burrios put a dead sign. I don't know if he agreed with the judges, but Henry.
Yeah,
you
I
let
don't know
us
if Henry agreed with the judges.
But shout out Eddie for moving on.
Yeah.
All right.
This looks great.
Up next, we have Matt onto the blue machine.
Okay.
And Nico Menendez.
Wow, look at this color contrast right now. We've got
so good.
McDonald's colors on the right, and we've got Tim Burton colors on the left. This is actually really beautiful.
Yeah, this is beautiful. So it looks like Matt's a little bit ahead on the speed, starting his pour first, but Nico's right behind him, focused than ever. No shakes by Matt Cummins. Experience from the pressure. He's been a child actor since the age of 2. all the way to the age of 16. So he understands pressure. He's cleaning his cup. Looks like he's happy with it.
Wow.
He might be going for the
And the
speed
cup
point.
is blue.
Yes.
This is
on
crazy.
brand.
Sorry, someone screenshot.
And it's speed point by Matt.
Wow. Let's go. Oh wait, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it, but the highlights are blown out.
Looks like Nico is putting. Oh, he's going for a second pour.
I think Nico may have spilled.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he still has enough time with 1 minute and 5 seconds left. And
That's enough time. Have you ever been able to get a second pour out?
yes, but never been too happy with my second pour. Like you mentioned, it's super hard for someone to do intricate tulip in the second pour, unless you're committed to the Rosetta and pull a Donnie Pardomo of 2021 with Rosettas every final pour.
Where is he? Where's those bare feet? I want to smell Donnie.
Somewhere with no
He's
socks.
somewhere around here without his friggin' foot fungus getting all over the floor.
Let's go. We're excited. We're excited you guys are here in the chat, all 52 of you.
Hi guys.
Please spread the word. We got.
Hey guys, let's stop this whole chat. Let's just get out of here and go split a bottle of champagne somewhere. Go sit on the coast. I hate latte art. Do you think our founding fathers thought that this was what we would do with the American dream?
Absolutely not.
I think they're like all rolling in their graves.
Look, you are to blame for this.
I'm partially
you're
to
probably
blame.
the most
Okay, that's
influential latte artist of all time.
I'm gonna tell you right, that's not true.
That is very true.
I kind of want to kiss you right now. This is like really weird.
Back to the pours.
Why do you gotta deflect on me every time I get close? Okay, so I definitely go Matt. And I go Matt because obviously it's a structured pour. There's execution issues on Nico's side. Matt has line clarity, color. It's a beautiful pour. It could be a little better. Knowing Matt, I'm not disappointed, but I'm angry. I reversed it.
Yeah.
I reversed. I'm not angry, but I'm disappointed.
It looks like you were right. Nico did.
Nico spilled, and did Nico go with his first pour?
Yeah, he went with his first pour. Yeah.
That's hard.
Sometimes you just know you don't have enough time to do an intricate tulip, and he went for it.
When in doubt, if you happen to not have enough time for your second pour a cappuccino, and the judges will give it to you because you tried.
Yeah,
Chris loves them. Chris loves them,
design, right?
and this is his last show. So if anybody here wants to do them, I would highly encourage
maybe
it.
for the Pacific Foods round.
And if you don't know how to do it, you can also go to my YouTube channel, Selfish Plug, not selfless, because I know what I'm doing.
Yes.
I need your views for money.
Yes. More views.
Javi's my manager, so he's gonna tell you the same.
Emily Bryan Studios, right over here.
ABS.
Let's go. All right. So.
Okay.
Look, what do we know? I think I'm gonna go with Matt.
No, yeah, I think. No, honestly though, if Nico had gone just a little bit more, this is one of two things. He either has thin milk, or he was flowing way too hard, or both.
Yeah.
And because I could probably work with that milk, but
Matt,
yeah, makes sense. But with like, good round.
Done. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was been. Javi's on another thing.
Versus
Javi's gone. Javi doesn't care what I'm saying.
Mr. Puerto Rico, Omar Escobar, Latte Art Service. Puerto Rico in the building. Sorry. Back to you.
No, fun fact. Did you know? Wait, who do we got next?
We got Omis and Maxi.
Did you know that Maxi is actually a professional ventriloquist?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's a fun fact.
Yeah, Maxi's really good at throwing her voice.
Interesting.
Yeah, she can make other people say "you're" from right across the room. It's really impressive.
That's true. Professional shit talker, as she says. Cafecito hour. You can find her at Maxi the Barista with her Apple headphones. The world wants to know, what are you listening to, Maxi? Word on the street, she's not listening to anything.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's actually a pro move. So if you're ever not listening to anything, you're gonna be calm, but you're subject to whatever music they play. And there was this one time I lost to Carly Rae Jepsen.
Nice.
And I was like, Josh, you put on like cleaning out my closet. Why did you play Carly Rae Jepsen? I'm cleaning in the closet. It's full of laundry.
All right.
That's what they say.
All the way from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
It's actually, just so y'all know, to interrupt you, Maxi is not a ventriloquist.
People believe you now, Em. You can't be saying things.
I'm a little too consistent with my deadpan delivery.
Maxi's known for her Cafecito hour.
That's true.
Yeah. So we'll see. First time on the 64 New York bracket for Maxi. She's
Woo.
excited. She's
Oh,
excited to
like
go.
got
Yeah.
in from
yeah.
like the submission. Yeah,
Yeah,
Maxi
yeah.
was killing it.
Yeah,
Maxi posted a pour the other day that gave me goosebumps.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Look at
They were
Omi's.
bigger than average goosebumps. They were like goose mountains.
Love it. Love it.
Or if there's multiple, would you say geese mountain?
Who knows? Back to the action. Omi's with a wing 3-1, cleaning his cup, ready to put it down. Looks like he's going for a sweet point. Looks like he's ready and happy
So,
with it.
yeah.
Oh, he's taking a second. I think he should put it down. Boom! And Omi's with the speed point. Way to go! Shout out to Puerto Rico. Oh, coming all the way over here. Stopping service. Ooh, I can hear myself.
We're
Oh,
crispy.
amazing.
Wow,
we're
we're
crispy.
crispy. There we go.
Crispy. And Maxi coming back
Oh la la.
with another intricate tulip. So it's a tulip battle. So what do you look for in a tulip to tulip battle?
Tulip to tulip battle. Well, I think first thing you look for is who had the line clarity,
Uh-huh.
because definitely that's going to make a pour specifically pop. Line clarity is a bigger point than people think, not only because of the line clarity point, but also because the texture indicates your flow a lot of the time, which can indicate your color distribution.
Cool. So let's see those pours on the screen shortly. Mr. Ethan. Thank you, and boom. All right.
So looking at this right off the bat, these are beautiful, and Maxi has a very symmetrical, beautifully centered pour. Omar has a bit more technicality in the lines; they're a little cleaner. Omar looks like he has more lines, I think, as far as count goes in those later stages. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5.
I think that's
4.
4.
I can't count.
Wing
I
4-1.
skipped elementary school.
By Omar.
Oh, they actually have the same amount of everything.
Oh.
But I think that Omar technically may have executed this a little better. But
Also with the
Maxi's cut
speed point.
through. Maxi's cut through.
Yeah, right down the middle.
And Omar, yeah.
Yeah, a little underfilled by Maxi, maybe?
Yeah, but maybe on Omar too.
Yeah,
I've
maybe
used
on
not
Omar.
neutrals, and that's very underfilled.
Yeah.
That got me once.
Those
Specifically
are tough.
with not
Those are tough to
neutrals.
pour.
Yeah, because if you overdo it, you overdo.
You're done. It's going to the handle.
Let's see who it is.
All
Let's
right,
see,
but
let's see.
great pours by Omi. I know he's happy about it because he's always been a little bit nervous. No nerves this time.
These are
Locked.
great, dude. These
This
are
is a
like
great battle.
identical.
This is a great
I
battle.
love what Nico and Matt are doing with the names under the list. Nico and Matt there.
Hey, and Omi's moving on. Way to go.
What is this
Way to-
plug?
way
Keys to
go.
the shop.
Keys to the shop plug. You know,
Super
his
quick
last,
plug.
Chris's last judge.
You should do when I was in Taipei, we took these cards and we would throw the cards down when we would vote for the pour. And so
Oh,
whoever had the most would win.
nice.
Just like pointing, but with cards.
Just smack the lattes.
So I thought that's what he was doing with the keys to the shop logo. He's like plugging, but also making it a game.
Up next, we have Brian Chang versus Marco from Boho Cafe.
Fun fact, did you know that Brian Chang got his start off in a small chain of grocery stores out in the Midwest?
Is this a fun fact?
It was fun for me when I learned it.
Crystal, another fun fact. We're throwing fun facts out here, even if it's not a fact.
Yeah. It's not necessarily
They're an
true.
M fact.
I never said it was true.
We're just saying
It's
things.
an
actually.
anecdote. It's like an anecdote, but with my name in front.
Yeah.
Anecdote.
Marco's known for his 1996 Toyota truck.
Is that real?
Yeah, it
That's
is.
true.
He's trying to put an espresso machine behind the truck, so I'm
That
all
is
for it.
almost 30 years old.
I know. It's not running
That's
right now at the
crazy.
moment, but it looks good in photos.
How do we look, guys? How do we look?
How we doing?
How we doing,
We're
everybody?
doing great. Let's go. Baristas are rocking. Gretchen.
Can they hear us? No.
I don't think so.
Only the live can hear
Only
us.
us can hear us. Yeah.
I've always wondered that when you're in sports and the people are playing on the ground, can they hear the announcers?
No.
The audience doesn't even get that privilege.
No.
That sucks.
Which takes away from the experience. I'm not gonna lie to
That's
you.
what I'm
I kind of
saying.
want
It's
to hear
better to
Joe
watch it at
Bucks.
home.
You know. But no, only use beautiful 72 people. Thank you for tuning in. Our Espresso State of My Life here
Hello,
with the
everybody.
two-time champ Emily
Why
Bryant.
do you gotta put a number on it?
Okay, so multiple champion Emily Bryant.
I've never won anything in my life. I renounce my trophies.
I don't think I'm ever lost at anything.
I use them to pick my teeth.
Yes. So any to you guys.
Hello, we're back. We're
We
back.
are back. Live. You got a live Love Live TV.
Cleaning out my
Brian
closet.
Chang from Presenter Arabica in Canada.
You were gonna ask me something.
Yeah. Any upcoming videos that people should stay tuned for?
These we're gonna do.
These?
So on my channel, we're gonna be doing some recaps about very special rounds during this. If we're able to actually record the rounds,
We'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll see what
But
happens.
it's good. It's exciting, right?
I
Well,
could just honestly, it's gonna be great because if anybody here is like watching, and I'm sure a lot of you aren't just people supporting, but people who want to maybe compete, we're gonna go over all the things that make it possible to win in more depth. And also, I have another Cappuccino video coming out. I think soon. I was gonna expedite that, make Cappuccino 2, the
very
return
cool.
of the Cappuccino.
Looks like Brian Chang is going for the speed point and gets the speed point. Right
Hey,
behind him
let's
is
go.
Marco.
Fun
Well
fact:
done.
Brian was born at a speed never before recorded by humans.
Yes. Another fun fact by Emily.
I'm really glad that you're such a yes and. You're
Yes.
such a good improver.
Yes, we're here. We're here to entertain. You know, all the
I'm
all the
here for the
baristas.
money. I don't know about entertaining.
Yes.
Wait, am I getting paid for this?
Yes, you are.
Am I really?
Yes, you are.
You didn't say I was.
Yes, I
This
did.
is news to me.
But you're getting paid. We will not
I
talk
got
about Emily
$30
Payton.
to spend my day
That's right.
talking crap.
So
Javi.
here comes the
Ooh,
pours.
that's crazy.
Brian Chang
Okay,
making
I would
some
argue
noise.
best pour of the day so far
Best pour
for
of the
Brian. Really great. Marco, unfortunately, not as strong.
day. Not as
But
strong.
could have been. It looks like Marco maybe just went a little thin.
Well, let me ask you something. Does the espresso have to do anything with it? Does
It does, yeah. If you
Yes.
well, it can. It depends on how you manipulate it.
hmm.
So if you have crappy espresso, your espresso's too watery, you're gonna want to donate more foam so that you can do more of a foam heavy. Basically, you're gonna mitigate the water, and you'll have less space in your cup because you're using more liquid to compensate. But you can still do some flowy stuff. So if you decided, like, let's say you have bad espresso, but you want to go thicker on your milks, you're gonna donate more foam into the beginning to create a false crema, essentially.
Interesting.
Better if you find yourself in a situation where you have really runny shot, I would recommend you transfer to a bigger cup and steam a larger amount. Take the hit for the bigger cup, but you'll be able to basically re-ratio that if you were trying to do something complex and you don't want to switch to something flowy.
So
And
would,
go ahead.
would you tell the barista to swirl the espresso? How much to swirl? Is too much swirling not a
If
good
you're
thing?
if you're finding that your crema is incredibly thick, and often we use dark roasts for these, but these look. Oh, hello, Brian. Brian
right.
made it through.
Brian.
Very good round.
Chang.
If you find your crema is a little too thick, swirl it more. If it's too thin, swirl it anyway, but you're going to want to mix more when it comes to the foam. So mix the foam, swirl the foam, take that second, because everything's going to be thin anyway.
Very cool.
If you have thick milk, a thick espresso, then you don't want to go too thin, you want to go perfectly normal.
Got it.
Sorry, I rambled.
No, you're good. Up next on the yellow machine, we have Mr. One More Pull Motion.
Motion has gradually gotten quieter over the years. He used to
Yes.
be a very loud person.
Well, he's corporate mode right now.
He is corporate mode. That's why he whispers. He's like,
now he's,
"Hey, how you doing?"
yes.
I go, "Hey, Mo."
And his opponent, good friend of mine, Takahiro.
Takahiro. Keep an eye out on Mo the next few days if he continues to go through these comps, because he has the same shirt in multiple colors, and he plotted to me he's waving at me now.
He's
This is getting
waving.
weird.
Focus, Mo.
Don't look at me. He's gonna wear the same shirt, different colors each day,
Love it.
represent all stages of Mo's life.
If he makes it a day 3, he's gonna be Majin Buu. That's it.
Majin.
That's his
He'll
signature
turn us all
move.
into chocolate.
Yes, exactly.
I was more afraid when I was a kid. I was actually petrified of Cell.
Oh,
Cell scared me.
freaked me out. Little
It
tail.
sucks people's life out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary. I don't even like getting my blood drawn,
All
let
right.
alone my life source.
So back to the action.
What the heck?
Takahiro.
Let me
is-
go on my Dragon Ball Z rant.
Yes. No,
Okay,
the
let's
people
do
want
it.
to know what's going on.
They want more fun facts. Did
They-
you know a fun fact that Mo lives out of focus? No, I'm just kidding. He's not out of focus.
Yeah, he's doing good.
He's
Little
in focus.
great shape up. Who is his barber? Looking mighty clean.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Mo looks good.
Yeah, Mo's looking sharp. Corporate Mo. Takahiro.
Mo's got a cow for a picture.
Nice. Look at him. He's got his face on this
He
picture.
he has his face on his face.
Porn handleless. Oh, handleless versus handless, man. How do you
I've
feel
never
about
seen that.
handleless pouring?
I'm more impressed with handless versus handless.
Mm.
But handless is also good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Is there
watching.
any advantages on pouring handleless or handle?
I actually think that pouring handled or handleless is better for comp. I would argue it is because it takes less control to move your arm
Mm.
than it does to move your individual either fingers or wrist motion. With your arm, you can kind of lean into it. When there's something to say, because Daisuke does it,
And
Lance
Mo with
does
the
it.
speed point.
Is that right? Oh yeah,
Yes.
I'm a little delayed because I'm watching the wrong live.
Yeah, don't watch the wrong live then.
Sorry.
No worries. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean Lance has done it.
Yeah, Lance has won.
Daisuke has done it.
Daisuke has done it.
Doesn't Maddie didn't do it? No.
Maddie, no.
No,
He
no,
pours
no.
in his big jug. All right.
Maddie's got jugs.
Motion. We're
Is that
getting
motion?
the speed point, yeah.
That's really pretty for motion sport. I didn't know
And
he was doing heavy
Takahiro
tulips.
has got 30 seconds to submit his pour. His milk is just sitting there. Oh no.
You mean
he's
the milk on the cup or the milk on the counter?
No, the milk on the counter.
I'm just making jokes. I'm just being stupid.
Clean your station. And he gets his cup down.
Nice.
Doesn't look too thrilled, but will it be
he's
enough?
gonna come through. He's like really good.
Yeah, he's like Henry. He's just calm about it, but he actually poured fire. Thank you
let's
guys
see
for tuning in. Or 49
Hey
of
guys,
you.
what's up? What's up? What's up? There's 9 people in the chat now.
49.
Oh, 49.
Yeah,
That's
we
actually
got
really good.
Yeah, we got a good crowd.
That's like
Thanks to you.
if 49 people were sitting in front of me,
That's a lot of
be,
people.
which there are, I would
Yeah.
be freaking out.
Yeah. So.
All right, but what are you going here?
Oh. So Mo with the speed point. I'm gonna say Mo with a little bit of difficulty, symmetry, and that's as far as I got.
I agree that Mo has difficulty, symmetry,
And speed.
line clarity, and speed.
So that might be enough.
It might be enough, but Takahiro's cut through is really messy and heavy.
I know.
But the pour is more interesting
Yes.
and dynamic.
Yes. So does
And
it
got better
does it
color
matter
distribution.
if the
None of those are points. What I just said.
Okay.
Creativity and difficulty. So I actually think Takahiro might get creativity in this case.
But that's 1 point. Will it be enough?
So it is 1 point. This is tough. Takahiro also might get symmetry because let's hear what the judges say.
Yes. Let's hear what the judges say.
Oh, they're still talking. Well, it looks
still
like
figuring it
someone's
out.
drawing on it.
Yeah. Vintage Chris.
Yes, there's a cut through that's a little wonky, and the top is wonky on Takahiro's as well. But motion's over wraps, and this like big hook in the top is definitely over exaggerating that symmetry issue. I think.
All
Like
right.
Takahiro's is a naturally asymmetric pour. He really just needed to stick the landing, and he kind of didn't.
Yeah.
But
Well-
but motion here is doing something I call prematurely stopping your base, where he's doing two things. He's not getting close enough to the surface after he starts his initial push, and he's pushing too far back. You can see the push right here that busted the base, so motion's probably not going to advance in this, honestly knowing Chris.
Gotcha. From your experience.
It looks like Twiz is actually telling them right now that's an issue, and that maybe Chris is leaning motion, and Twiz is saying, yeah, but what about this? I'm speculating, but that's like
No, I think you're super
the way
accurate.
I know this.
Yeah.
I know them. But yeah, so motion connected in the beginning of the push. You can see it because of the stark white lines at the top of the heart that overwrapped in, which is also a negative. Meaning he got close, but then he raised his pitcher up, and then he prematurely stopped his ripples. That's what you're looking at. Then he did a great second ripple tier, and a pretty solid mid tier as well, and then a solid top heart. But at this point, everything's too wrapped in. You know?
Yeah. So.
This is
who do
simplicity,
Who do
though.
you got him? That is the question. That's what people. That's what the 59 people want to know.
I think they're gonna vote for motion. I think I have Takahiro on this.
Cool. I first was leaning on motion, right? But then just how you broke it down on the same time that Twiz was breaking it down.
But Twiz might convince them. But I do think
Yeah, I don't know.
I think also up close. This is hard because I feel like this one pops better, Takahiro's. Because I know that color contrast is not a point, but there is as we all know, there's a perceptive change when you look at coffees, depending on how they look.
Interesting.
I think motion's gonna win.
All
motion
right.
has line clarity. Oh, this
The
is so
chat,
tough.
who do you think wins? Do we
Yeah,
have
all right,
motion?
Viva,
Do we have
Viva.
Takahiro? I think
Why
I'm
are
gonna
your
go.
arms so soft?
I don't know. Nobody knows. All I want to know is, are we
Right,
gonna get
everybody
a
shut-
one mo po?
Are we gonna get one more pour?
Yes, we're gonna do this. If one mo po wins.
Or is Taka our hero today?
Takahiro does seem a little nervous. Is it enough to advance? Will the 18-hour flight be for nothing?
That dude, I've been on that flight.
I know. It's brutal.
On my way back from my flight, I met somebody who was coming from the Philippines. She was super cool, but she would not shut up. It was like a complete flight. It was 17 hours, and she sat right next to me, booked me into the corner, and would not stop talking. And she was a 90-day fiance, which is cool, but she kept like not trusting her new husband.
Oh man. Well, back to the action. Here we go.
Why can't I share weird anecdotes with you?
As we're looking over.
All right, I think they're gonna. This is really tough.
All right, Takahiro motion right here. Who's gonna win?
Difficulty? I would say motion, execution, Takahiro, symmetry, Takahiro, line clarity, motion, speed, motion. I think they're going to give it to motion, but I think it's Takahiro personally.
Motion looks calm. Takahiro looks a little nervous. He is cleaning his machine.
No, they're gonna do motion.
All right. Let's see if Emily's
I'm
right.
about to eat egg all over my face in front of all of y'all.
Ooh, moment of truth, people.
Moving forward will be motion.
Hey!
Oh, is he gonna say it? One more. That's great. There we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
At least
People
for
wanted
now.
it. People got it.
At least for now.
Tough performance by Takahiro.
I think that was accurate in the end. I'm curious how that went down at the judges' table because it was a unanimous.
Yeah.
But it was definitely getting convinced into unanimous. Unanimity for humanity. That's not a word.
Next up, we have Maddie Malini versus Yoshinori.
Can we get water?
Matt Malini. Yes, we're gonna get some water. Matt Malini, all the way from Rhode Island. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know anything like personally about Matt. I have no fun facts, and I have no fun facts. Wait, yes, and I have no fun facts about Rhode Island, of all places. Well, fun fact about Matt: this is his first Lauco tournament. First time he made it. He's excited. He's the best pourer in Rhode Island. So there was another fun fact.
Let's go.
Representing the smallest state in.
Is that the smallest state?
It is. Should be the smallest. It is a state.
Why do you know? What else do you know?
I don't know a lot.
What else do you know about states?
I know we live in one.
Can you spit me? Okay, I've been walking around New York lately, and I keep getting attacked by these people on the streets that ask the famous question, what's the only state with a K at the end of it?
Ooh, at the end of it?
Yeah, what's the only state with the letter K at the end of the word?
York?
You got it.
Hey!
That's how they hook you as soon as you say it.
Got it.
What's this?
I don't know. We're on here.
Pass the batteries.
Yoshinori is ready.
Did I ever tell you
ready?
about the time I accidentally took a bunch of batteries on my suitcase on an airplane?
Oh, that's not good.
You're not supposed to do that.
No.
It was an accident. I forgot. I had a switch.
Breaking the laws once again.
It was a ignorance, it wasn't malicious.
Not at all. Cool, so we're about to get started on to the next match. Matt looks ready. Yoshinori looks ready.
I'm not ready.
We're ready.
We need to pause the show.
We got Drake on. It's a vibe right now.
Drake is on. A little better than Carly Rae.
I know.
I mean, I'm Emily Rae. Maybe
DJ
that's why he did
Gretchen
that.
on the
Maybe
beat.
that's why he did that.
What happened?
Yo, she makes the best playlist.
I know.
So fun fact, Gretchen goes off the cuff, and just freestyles, not physically, but freestyles and picks the best music.
Love that.
Way better than cleaning out my closet.
It's way better. No.
And Carly Rae.
No, once upon a time, Joshua Boyd had the music, and we easily made that switch. So
it was
shout
the
out
same
DJ Gretchen.
music. No diss to Josh. Josh is a legend, and he did a great job. But I remember being able to make playlists that were just the songs we would hear at Coffee Fest. When I would train people, I would turn it up full volume, and I would like mess up stations.
Disruptive, man.
All right, here we're back in the reality.
All right, back into the action.
It looks like Maddie's gonna pour first.
That's right.
This is a very barista Maddie stance, actually.
Yes, look at the cup, Em.
What am I looking at? The cup? All I see is back.
All you see is back.
I see flowers.
All right. So our
Ooh,
baristas are ready.
that is how you get spine issues. That slouch right there. You gotta be careful. Oh, that's a great angle. Let's see.
So good.
Look at the shakes.
All right.
You can feel them.
Look how low he's getting.
He could get a little closer and pour a little slower and
Yeah.
get more texture or more like
Yeah.
line clarity in that stream.
Well, let's see how many
But that's okay.
layers.
He's gonna compensate with the layers.
A little Turner style by
Yep.
Yoshinori.
Wing 1-1, I think 3-1. Pretty good. I'm curious how much line clarity will be in it. Honestly,
right.
not a lot.
Yoshinori feels
what I can
good, but
see.
he is not submitted yet. Will he put it down for speed
I think he's
porn?
gonna put it down. If
I
he's
think he's
taken-
going to put it down.
I've made the mistake where I've taken. Look at that shakes. That's crazy.
I know. He's super nervous. He's
I've
got
made-
time, though, because Matt's still steaming.
Yeah. Second pour. I've made the mistake before to clean my pour and then watch the other person and block their view, but not set it down.
And then
though
lose
I
the
was
speed
like,
point?
I was so silly. I was focused on
Oh.
like that blocking that they just took the speed point from me.
All right, 25 seconds for Matt. Going
Oh
for
my
a
gosh.
second pour. Look at those nerves.
Wait, only 20 seconds. 20 seconds is enough to pour, but it's a scary. That was a great integration. A little fast on the ripples.
Okay.
So Maddie needs to slow down, launch the base first.
Oh,
Yep,
no. He
okay,
could have
so
finished.
Maddie's going to switch. This is the right call.
This is the right call. And he gets it down. Maddie
I'm glad
from
they did
Rhode
that.
Island. Give it up.
That was a good call. Good for them.
Thank you, Coffee Fest, for the amazing shout
Oh,
out.
those shakes. Oh, they pick them up at the same time. That's beautiful.
Yes. Let's get Joey.
Everyone was watching. You watched me just get a little stressed there because I was watching that live, and I was like, okay, so actually, let's talk about Maddie and let's talk about Yoshinori. So Maddie is doing a wing, one solid frame, infused middle, and then a solid on top. So basically, wing, maybe another wing actually. It's hard to, no, I think that's a one.
Yeah, that's a one up.
Infused layer and then a solid, and it's all a little sloppy. But not for the sake of like, it's not sloppy that it's bad. It's just not, it's not connected. It's not executed the way that I know Maddie was trying to execute. However, the harder part of this, the middle top section, is executed. I do think that Maddie, because I know Maddie's trying to get an infused layer here on this fourth tier, meaning they're trying to ripple into it and create
Very
ripple
M
designs.
style.
Very M style.
Yeah.
Very derivative of M, Twiz, and
That H-Town, baby.
Kenny, all the OGs, but definitely H-Town style. We're seeing Nick Tanaka doing this now, Lane,
Yeah.
Kenji. Lane and Kenji. Oh, yeah.
Yes, we got some Walter.
We've got
Sponsored by
some of
Richard's
Dick
Water.
Richards' Walter.
All right.
And then we have Yoshinori on the other side, who has a much more, I think, line clarity and execution.
A little bit tilted to the left.
The symmetry points
Yeah.
are, I would give it to Yoshinori for the symmetry, but more for balance than I would symmetry because of that cut through. But Maddie has an issue with symmetry going on all throughout. You can see the base is really left dominant on Maddie's. They're leaning to the left when they're pouring, or more specifically, they're actually leaning away from themselves when they pour if they're right-handed.
So what do you think?
And I watched it happen for the second pour. I didn't watch it happen for the first because we were obstructed. I think they're coming in a little too heavy for the base. They need to land a little further in the cup so that it naturally launches away from them, and then slow down with the rest. So they're compensating because they're creating a flow by the natural tilt without having to tilt heavies, which saves them space later for all this other stuff.
Just use
And
gravity, baby.
Separates. Yeah, just use gravity. Use the natural slope of your pitcher. And it separates the layers more because you're further back in the cup. But I think they're going to give it to Yoshinori.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going
hope-
for Matt. But we'll see.
Now that I'm looking at it from
Yeah.
far, maybe you're right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yoshinori. With the nerves, but getting the W.
Serious,
I think Speed Paint may have
stuff.
done it.
Serious stuff.
Yeah, when it's super close like that, speed point, the cleanliness of the cup. The points that nobody's really gets to see, I think, decides who's close bad. What do you think?
Next we have, we have Sean.
Ooh. We have
I think I have to step this one out,
Igor
guys. I think I have to step this one out. I can't judge this one. I can't be a part of this one.
I'll judge this.
I
with
gotta
you.
go.
We have the
I'm just kidding.
2022 Lauco New York City champion
That's right.
coming back strong.
In a black sweater.
Black sweater.
They say that SpongeBob reference, the best time to wear a black sweater is Coffee Fest.
Cool. Igor all the way from Northern California, excited to pour here. He was telling me a lovely story about his shop supporting him coming over here. So shout out, Igor.
So have you ever seen Young Frankenstein?
I have not.
In Young Frankenstein, there's a common line where it's Frankenstein and his like henchman, the guy, the doctor. When he meets him, he's like, "It's Doctor Frankenstein," and Igor is like, "I thought it was Frankenstein," and he's like, "Who told you that?" Or no, the other way around. The other way
Igor or
around.
is it Igor?
And so he says that, and he goes, "What's your name?" He's like, "It's Igor." He's like, "I thought it was Igor," and he's like, "Well, they were wrong."
Okay.
And so I don't know which one it is. I don't know which one it
Igor.
is.
We out here. Let's go, Iggy. We got Iggy fans in the chat. All right. West Side, we see you.
West Side?
Yeah, it's not even 12 o'clock over there.
You know those grinders, the super jollies that go clack clack clack.
Yeah.
I always think of that
Classics.
Kendrick song when he goes, "Every time I'm in the street, I hear yeah yeah yeah." I think clack clack
Oh, yeah.
clack.
Those are
That used to
terrible.
be how these competitions ran. They used to use the clappers.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Isn't that crazy?
brutal.
We've come a long way.
Yes, we have.
We're still not at grind by weight.
No,
We,
not
we
soon.
almost did that once,
Soon.
but no money, no money.
Yeah.
I'm the one who's getting all the money apparently.
All right, a little periwinkle versus periwinkle battle, and a little bit of white spout versus white spout.
Yeah, take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it.
I'm gonna be honest. Oh, there's the logo with the bird butt.
Yeah, a little bird butt.
I love a bird butt. I love a what is it? What are those minor figures?
Yeah, minor figures.
I think they're
yeah,
major figures now at this point.
Yeah, major figures.
Fun fact.
Like that.
Uh,
All right. Sean
Igor's
Swan's
from
with the
Sacramento.
UJ
Cool.
pitcher.
Oh, she switched.
She switched. So they both switched.
Oh, she's gonna do great. Oh, they're both now. Okay, so Sean
Interesting.
used to use that pitcher. So these are actually very similar pitchers.
Yeah,
Sean's
Igor
doing
with,
swans.
with the Ivy pitcher and
It
Sean
wouldn't be
with
Sean Swans if she didn't do a swan.
Yeah.
Sean has always hazed me. Oh, she doesn't look happy with it.
Oh,
a
you
deep
know
breath.
her well.
I do.
Hey!
She just took it though. That's great.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
She's
So
probably
Igor's
she's
up.
probably unhappy with the neck. To be honest, she always look at her. She's upset.
Yeah.
She always has an issue with the necks. It's always the necks.
So Igor going for a second pour. 52 seconds on the
She's
clock.
good now. Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Also,
we'll
by
see.
clarification, by neck, I mean she always judges other people's necks
Mm.
because those are that's something people get wrong a lot, and so she's really critical about the ones she puts down in Fest because that's like the elegance of the swan,
She
the
wants,
neck and the wing.
She wants to lay the standard of what it should look like.
Swans have to have round and long necks.
Look.
They have like natural like spine issues.
That's true. That's true.
Oh wait, is he going for a second one?
Yes, he is gone for a second one. He
I
has
don't like
23
him.
seconds, looking like he may need to do a Rosetta M. Does he have 18 seconds to pour
I
a
don't know,
Rosetta?
dude. Fun fact: swans are actually penguins.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're
Oh
lake
my
penguins.
God, I don't think he's gonna have enough time.
Oh, that's a great base though.
Oh. No, he's,
Oh, he's
drop
done.
the cup. Drop the cup.
He could.
No.
Oh, he took it though.
He took
Okay,
it,
so
but-
he could have won that round
Yeah,
if he had had
more
5
time.
more seconds.
That's
That's not saying it would have won the round, but it would have been a contender to win stronger because that base was really good.
yeah, for sure.
That
I
base
mean,
was up there.
That's why every second counts. You're
Tight.
deciding if you want to go for a second,
It's the neck.
prepping your second shot.
I was right. Look at that neck. So that's
What a
like,
beautiful swan,
the
though.
swan is good. To be honest, knowing Sean,
She's not happy
she
with
would
it.
probably want more line clarity in the base. She probably likes the base, but she probably want more line clarity and evenness in it. But that neck and the wing needs to come up higher, and the neck needs to go all the way down more. But also on the back, it needs less of an Adam's apple. Otherwise, and I'm just saying that because I know her really well and what she's looking for.
Cool.
So
But I do like the fact that we're seeing swans being poured at Coffee Fest. She may be the only one that pours it.
it's
that
her
and
legacy.
cappuccino.
She's trying to pour swans only all the way through.
all the way through.
Yeah.
You hear a little insight from world champion to world champion.
I mean, she's
Oh,
done
yeah.
it. She's done it, but she wants, I think, like better swans. Or maybe she won with the tulip.
No, she did win with a tulip in 2022.
Oh, yeah, you're right,
So I'm
you're right.
sure she's locked in. She wants to pour
Oh
it
shoot!
better.
Without prophecy,
Oof.
this is the
The
prophecy.
immaculate artistry.
You know
up
it's
to the
got to be
machine. Yeah.
immaculate artistry.
Ya tu sabe. East New York. Yo, anybody from East New York in the chat? Yeah. Notorious. We see you, Puerto
How
Rico.
do we sound?
How we sounding? Sean, moving on.
Let's see if she can fix that neck tomorrow.
Yes. Back to the drawing board. Igor goes.
Very good, Igor. Very good. Or is it Igor?
Igor,
I guess
well
they were wrong
done.
then.
Just a little 5 more seconds, Em, and we could have had a different battle. But
That's crazy.
that's how it goes. Little insight from our tech department. Next up, we have Walter Prof Alarcon versus Kyle.
Oh, snap. That's going to be great.
Yes. Multiple Coffee Fest champion, Prof going for his third one. Never won a New York City one. I know he has this on the schedule. I know he wants to take this home. Will he take it home? He has Kyle. He has to start.
Did you say he has it on the schedule?
He has it on the schedule, yeah.
That's so funny.
That's all I got. Man.
It's something we got coming up.
got
I'll
something
meet you later. I'll send you a Google Meet.
That's right.
When I accept that trophy.
Yes.
That would be really funny if you sent all your competitors a Google Meet.
I know, right?
And it says when I win, and they have to.
We'll see.
Prof is a legend.
Yeah,
Prof is a legend, but so is Kyle.
Yeah, both pros, both veteran, both have been here in the spot. So this is familiar waters for both baristas.
Yeah, one time I threw a chopstick at Prof. Over
right.
Korean barbecue. We had a fight.
That's all right.
It was
it's all
good.
love.
It is all love. That's the thing about New York.
Yeah, I voted him off in that throwdown.
How'd that go?
You know, winners don't like losing. And winners want to win again.
Winners are like, don't talk to me ever again. I hate you.
But you gotta love a champion.
I love Prof and Kyle.
No, this is pretty cool. Thank you, 92 people on this live stream. Thank you so much. We're excited to have you guys here. Looks like Prof's pouring a wing.
Prof has
changing it up.
Okay, that's already really pretty. I can tell. Oh, that's really stunning.
Wow. Okay.
So Prof is doing a winged Rosetta. So it's a wing and then a Rosetta, and then Prof did a 4-stack on top, I think, or a 3-stack.
A little
something like that.
Pay homage to Mason,
I mean, he didn't invent it, but he does pour it. He pours it a lot.
He does pour it. So I like to give people credit that pour it more regularly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start pouring everything you pour and take all the pours away from you.
Yes, exactly. But very cool. Looks like Kyle is going for a second pour. 41 seconds. Don't think he has enough time.
It's going to be tough to beat. He's going to have to get not only a pour up there, but he's going to have to make sure that technicality is set. And if he's going to do a tulip, that base has to come all the way to the top. Because right now with Profs, the only thing Profs is not going for it is that the base is not rising to the top, from what I saw.
All right, we'll see.
I think that
19 seconds for Kyle. I don't think he has to put something down, or we're gonna get our first DQ.
If you're wiping the wand, he's got to go for the cup. Because if you're wiping the wand at 10 seconds, 15 seconds, you do not have enough time.
Yeah.
You're done. You're cremated. You're done.
All right. Looking good.
Wait, that's actually really pretty.
Oh, with a little Isam cup. All right, I like it. A little plug. All right, let's get those cups a little bit. Yes. Shout out Twiz.
Okay, let's pause for a second.
Yeah, let's break this down, Em.
So Prof definitely has color distribution. Really, specifically in that middle section right there, you can see all the Prof's color distribution, especially in those top hearts at the top. It's super crisp, so I would also say line clarity. Speed, so that's 3 points. It looks like Kyle's a little underfilled, so that'd be clean cup potentially for Prof as well. It's already 4. I think symmetry for Prof as well, because symmetry on Kyle's there's a little bit of a missing side on that base. But if Kyle had executed that base with, so what's happening here is Kyle has inconsistent ripples. You can see it because one of these in the middle, the 4th one down from the top of Kyle's wing base is dragging into the bottom of the tulip. I do that a lot, but it's just there's a stagger he's not quite hitting, and he's also leaning to one side and not getting close enough to the surface. Prof is also not getting close enough to the surface during the intro of his pour, and you can see it because the very first part of his base is beige. He needs to create a foundation before he gets close.
Interesting.
And he doesn't. But Prof has it, I think.
Yeah, those ripples really look nice. And Prof moving on to the second round. Way to go, Kyle. All right.
If Prof makes a connection, either doing a push base or a frame, I think that would really bring out a lot more of that pour. And it would give a kind of a Houston flair to it, so maybe I'm
Cool.
biased.
So up next we have Mitchell Gibson.
Mitchell,
Yes, sir, from West Palm Beach, Florida, and Hannah all the way from Portland, Oregon.
Mitchell and I share conditioner, fun fact. Usually, we have very similar curl patterns. We're actually both wearing wigs, fun fact, and sometimes we just trade them off. And I'll cover a shift for Mitchell, and nobody notices.
Mitchell's known for his second place performance last year in Louisville, and
Mitchell also won.
Mitchell came in second.
Mitchell's
Yes.
a champion.
Mitchell came in second against Barista Maddie in the finals,
Oh.
almost winning it all, but not.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure. So that was Maddie's
No, wait.
three-peat.
Are you sure? I'm completely confused. I'm
It's okay.
lost. I don't follow things anymore. The hobby did research. I didn't do research.
I sure did do the research. It's like photographic memory over here with all these baristas, all these sports. But I know Mitchell wants to get back to the top three and take one home.
Coffee Fest said our marketing manager has curly hair and she wants to know what conditioner I use. Honestly, anything without alcohols in it. Anything without alcohols.
A little room for sponsor plugs over here at Coffee Fest.
Mitchell is a champion. I'm not wrong. I watched Mitchell win. forgot
Well,
where.
let's pull up the record books and we will see who's actually correct.
Stop guzzling the haterade.
Stop guzzling the haterade.
But it's super delicious. All right, we need to take a deep breath for
All
both of our.
right.
We have Hannah. Hannah's gonna kill it. Hannah
Yes.
also is rocking a cardigan I want.
Yeah, what a beautiful.
I
cardigan.
want that. Your cardigan's amazing, Hannah. I shouldn't talk
We
to the
love you,
competitors.
man. Yes.
I'm gonna give Hannah an advantage with confidence and positive affirmations.
Yeah.
Your hair
So
looks good, Mitch.
two baristas from two different parts of the country battling it right here in New York City. Let's go.
Wow, you can physically see the nerves on both sides here.
I know.
Although no, maybe not. with the totally tubular callulator.
I know. No. Mitchell's locked in. Mitchell's locked in.
Mitchell is also very muscular, and I've heard there is like actually a correlation between being like working out and being good at pouring latte art. Something about being able to control your muscles a little better. I'm weak, but I also lose on day one sometimes. So there's that.
Well, you also win.
This is an interesting choice to pick the pitcher up and to pour into the pitcher mid-air. I always have both pitchers sitting down, and I pour two just in case I'm going to use both, but I only prep one shot.
I wonder maybe not to spill and to.
But
maybe
here's
save-
also, yeah, that works. My strategy is use the portafilter, grind while you're dosing milk, and if you underdose one milk versus another, you can transfer some. So overdose in one and under in the other, since you don't want to think about it, you can mix and match.
Interesting tips by the world champion.
What's that, Prof?
Great job, Prof. Well
That
done.
is the prophecy.
That is the prophecy. On to the next round. All
Hannah
right.
looks like she's in control.
Yes.
Mitchell is taking a deep breath during the mix.
Deep breath.
This is usually where I take a deep breath, is
Yeah.
whenever I mix my milk. So when I'm transferring milk is a moment to take a meditation moment.
Will we see a Rosetta by Mitchell Gibson?
I think we're going to see a tulip. No, I think you're right, Rosie.
I think we're getting
Rosie.
Rosies. Oh yeah.
Oh, but underfilled Rosie.
Oh, underfilled Rosie. No hesitation. Little.
She's going to take it,
plant.
though.
That
It
is
looks
beautiful.
great.
It does
Has
look
great
great.
line clarity, great color. You can already see it from here.
Beautiful.
Not perfectly executed, but definitely doesn't have symmetry at this point. Compared, though, we'll see.
Yeah.
That is really pretty.
That is pretty
The milk
nice.
texture is flawless.
Yes.
That's
Slight-
what I look for.
Slight underpour, but will
Honestly,
it be enough?
Almost negligible, but let's see what
Yeah.
Hannah's got.
Let's see what Hannah's got. Hannah,
Yo,
looks at the
Hannah's
clock.
locked in. Hannah's looking at the clock locked in.
This might be the best battle of the night so far. All
Look
right.
at that. I love Hannah.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Let's,
Part of me's rooting for Hannah just because I love the
I know,
tenacity.
I
I
know.
love the vibe.
let's go.
Okay. Oh, that's actually really beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, so where Mitchell lost symmetry, I think Hannah has symmetry. Okay, so Mitchell definitely has line clarity and color. You can see it already. It just pops different. Hannah has, I think, degree of difficulty. And arguably, maybe execution. I don't really know that personally. I actually think maybe Mitchell has execution, but it's hard to say.
We will.
Speed goes to Hannah.
Mitchell.
Mitchell. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's going to go Mitchell, but this is really tight.
Yeah, super close. It looks like they poured in the same cup. Both pink cups.
Actually, you're so right. I don't know if that's a white balance thing or if they're the exact same.
Yeah,
cup.
maybe. These
Yeah.
judges love these Rosettas, so
Some of the middle section here in Hannah's is a little blurry. You can tell that's a ripple, but it only really stuck 2 on one side, 3 on the other, so the milk's a little thick. But you can already tell, even though it's been sitting out for a second, it just seems a bit more textured than Mitchell's, which is a little tighter. So Mitchell's able to get more of that flow, and Hannah had a little bit more of a clunky vibe in the middle, but made up for it with beautiful symmetry, a wonderful top part.
I know, a wonderful top part.
A little bit of a slide with the cut through, but Mitchell has that too. Mitchell's pour looks like the pour that the child from your throwdown recently beat me with.
Yes. Emily lost.
I lost to a
15-year-old.
15-year-old. He was great.
He was.
I
great.
shouldn't call him a child because he's basically a young adult, but he's
actually in the building. So
yeah, dude, those
somewhere.
kids are here supporting.
Yeah,
The
new
future of
generation.
coffee.
Yes, 14, 15
They're
year
the
olds.
goats.
Yeah, look, just ask your mom for a Linea Mini. What's the biggie?
Mom, it's only $5,000. Give me the Micra then. Fine, I'll take it.
Oh man, so one of the best battles so far in day one of the
Very
Latte
balanced.
Art World
This
Championship.
is very balanced.
Yes, don't want to be the judges right now. If I was you, who you voted for, Em?
I'm Mitchell.
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 Hey!
Yeah, that makes sense.
Gibson.
But Hannah for the outfit.
I know what the
But
outfit.
Mitchell with the second place outfit too.
Yeah, Mitchell with the hair and the conditioner. All right. Up next, we have Mariano versus Itsuzuki.
Who we got?
Mariano, New York native, versus Itsuki, making his debut in Orlando, Florida. Come in 2 days before the show started and stared at the machine for 6 hours straight.
I do that to my partners
Yes.
usually before I ever ask them out on their
Yes.
first date.
And keep in mind, he didn't even have access into the venue, and somehow he got in.
He followed you,
So
snuck in on
yeah.
the cart. I wish someone would look at me that way.
I know.
The
I
way
know.
that baristas look at espresso machines when they want to dominate.
So we'll see. Itsuki with a really, really cool hat outfit on. Mariano.
Wait,
been
the
pouring
perfect cup
strong.
is in the chat. Perfect cup's in the chat.
Hey, perfect cup. All the way from Southern California.
Music's popping, guys.
Music spot.
I don't
Gretchen's
know if
on
y'all
our
can
back.
hear it.
Hey, let's go, Mariano.
Let's get this stuff.
Feeling good.
Do you know much about these two competitors? I
Yeah,
actually
so
don't know their
Mariano's
history.
been up and coming barista in the New York scene. This
Yeah.
is his first time competing in Lauco, first time making it. He's been competing really strong. He made top 3 in the Birch Throwdown back in 2023. And Itsuki making all the way to top 8 in Orlando. So pretty impressive for the first time, all the way from New Zealand, coming all the way here by himself, all the way to Orlando, Florida. So now back in New York City. It was great to see him. I would give the
Let him know this camera's focusing on the background.
I would give the
Sorry, I was just trying to get
give
some
the
technical-
experience to Itsuki, but Mariano's been a barista in New York City in the latte art scene for a couple years, so it's anybody's match.
We got
so we'll
controversy
see.
in the chat. We got Hannah was robbed.
Oh, hashtag Hannah was robbed.
It's tight.
That is
It's tight. It was a
debatable,
very-
Jason.
It's debatable, but I don't disagree. It's
I
a
don't
very tight round. That was very balanced.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we got that other camera not in focus yet.
Cool.
He's gonna fix it. Okay.
Cool. So we're gonna get that. Cool.
It's just too far back focus. That's
There-
better. He
there
fixed
we
it.
go.
Yeah.
And we're back with the cameras.
Sorry, you work
live
with
in
cameras,
action.
you know.
Mi gente, we are here live at the Javits Center.
This is my baby.
Yes.
The Javits is where I won.
I know.
2019. I actually saw a psychic before I ever
fun
won, and the psychic said, "You're gonna win a big contest tomorrow." It was the day before, and I did.
Yes.
That's how it goes. So next time you're in New York and competing, make sure to see a psychic.
Yes. Back to the action. We have Zuki on the blue machine. We have Mariano on the yellow machine.
Alrighty,
Milk is sponsored by Hudson Valley.
let's
Okay,
go Hudson
let's go.
Valley.
Let's go Hudson
Let's go
Valley.
visit some cows. When are we gonna go
Supporting-
visit some cows?
We can actually make this happen real soon. We're gonna go
Spring
see
is here.
Spring is
I want it
coming.
to be in the next
Yes.
March or April.
All right, said it.
Okay.
Done. Courtney, we're coming.
Alrighty, we are in it. I hear milk steaming. Both
Milk
competitors
steaming.
are already mid-steam.
That's right.
It looks like Mariano is going to finish first.
Uh, well, no.
in a teacup.
Looks like Izuki might have the slight
Wait,
advantage.
am I mixed up? I'm mixed up.
Yes.
I'm reversed. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the names.
No worries. All right.
Look at that teacup.
Interesting.
Itsuki's brought a teacup. Ooh, nice push
Ooh.
base. Nice filling in.
Ooh.
Oh, Rosetta,
Whoa.
that's a choice. I don't know that I would have made that same choice with that level of execution in the base. I would have tried to notice the base coming out with great lines and would have potentially not pulled back, because you can see some of those pullbacks did not quite stick.
Poor though.
But the base is so good.
So good.
So what I'm saying is, like, with this base, the middle stock is a little compromised because he didn't have enough room to hit that whip back. So, and not enough flow. You could tell from across the room. So, but the base is great. Maybe if he had stopped and just did a top part a few times, it would have been simple, but it probably would have won perfectly clean execution. That being said, I think this is going to take it based on the color, line clarity, flow, and execution. Kind of jumping ahead.
Beautiful pour by
It's so beautiful.
Beautiful.
But if it were me, I would whip that stock a little wider or pivot, because you can always pivot. So usually when I'm thinking of a base, you do the base, and then if you were going to continue with the thing you're going to do, commit, knowing you have the space for it, or switch.
Words
Have
by
you
a
ever
champion.
switched?
No. I usually know what I'm gonna pour. Pretty simple. I'm gonna pour win-win 3. If you're gonna beat it, great. If not, well, that's how she wrote.
There's beauty and simplicity.
Yes, so there is. All right, so
Masters
Itsuki
simplified.
putting his pour down. Mariano's running out of
Mariano
time.
took a beat and looked at the clock mid-pour, which is crazy because that's going to make your milk stiffen, but it's also interesting. Okay, so good effort from Mariano.
Good effort. The nerves definitely got to
I would
him.
say Itsuki probably has the win on this one just because of that line clarity.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that pop and that pour and that texture.
One of my favorite pours so far.
I agree.
Yeah.
I will say I'm still team whip that pitcher, whip it back and forth.
Yeah, what with a teacup?
The faster you pull back on with the teacup, the faster you pull back on the stock, the less lines there will be. And so he got to the point where the base was almost finished, and he didn't fill in the middle lines as much.
Yeah, real nice lines by Zuki.
Very nice, very nice.
A little slight.
You can see Mariano almost had it, but everything kind of started falling apart from the base.
Yeah.
Like, but the middle and top is great.
What usually happens when you hit the wall?
I would stop.
You would stop.
I would stop. Like, if I hit the wall that bad, like, normally what it is I will hit the wall, but sometimes you don't notice it till later because you've compacted the pour a little bit more.
For sure.
And you were underestimating how thick that crema was, and it smashes. Oh, wow, we got gunshots.
Gunshots. Pop. All right.
Oh, it looks like the perfect cup sent a message, but retracted it because they're embarrassed.
You're embarrassed. Okay. Looks like Itsuki is going to be moving on.
This one for sure.
Yes.
Beautiful top parts.
Itsuki.
Yep.
Well done. All that preparation paying off. Keep an eye out for Itsuki. He can fix his pour, his whip back. Contender to win it all. So up next onto the machine we have second place runner-up in Atlanta, Mr. Donald
This is
Perdomo.
my best friend.
Best friend.
He rejects all my FaceTime calls. I should FaceTime him right now.
No, don't do that. Against Casey, all the way from Orlando, Florida. Casey winning her first throwdown ever in the Orlando coffee culture community. Coming in with confidence. Donald representing the climbing wolf in Dobbs Ferry with a year.
Donnie is such a showman.
It wouldn't be Donnie without a year and no socks. So let's
He's doing an Irish step dance now.
Irish step dance. Let's go. Let's go, Casey. We got fans on the chat.
Okay, now I'm compromised because I like Casey and Barefoot equally.
I know.
But I love Barefoot.
I'm a big fan of both. We will see.
Sometimes when the hug is a little too long.
They're trying to self-sabotage over here? No, I'm kidding. Baristas
Have you ever done that? You squeeze your opponent really hard?
No. I'm hugging them after I beat them, not before. No, I'm kidding. Everybody's friends, Everybody practiced with each other, so both familiar with each other's pouring. So let's see what we got. It's great to see Donald back in the latte art scene.
It's good to see Donnie in general.
Yeah, it is good.
I love Donnie.
Yeah.
He's a hard worker. He spends
Yeah.
too much time working.
Yeah, he's a hardworking man, great family man, amazing brothers. Barefoot is very entertaining. Who doesn't love a man without any shoes?
Fun fact: Barefoot was actually born without shoes, which
There
is
it is.
crazy.
There it is.
It's a fun fact.
Are we all born without shoes? Fun fact.
I was born with stilettos. It
Wow.
hurt my mom.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it caused damage.
All right, so we have Donnie,
Did you hear what I
Demon
said?
Milk. Focus, Donnie. I'm out here cracking jokes, making Donnie
I don't know
laugh.
if he heard me or not.
He is
I don't know what
hearing
he's
you.
laughing at.
He is hearing you.
I should FaceTime Donnie right now.
So a little bit of commentary, live
It's
performance
his
action
fault.
happening.
He's the one who has ears. He just
Yeah.
happens to be listening really attentively.
I know.
That's not my fault.
Casey's all locked in.
To be honest, one of the best times I ever performed in Coffee Fest was when Rob was taking photos, and I was about to pour, and I looked up and I saw Rob looking at me, and I just smiled because it's Rob. He's just Rob. He's Rob-like,
Yeah,
and that like brought my vibe way back down. It was really good.
nice.
Donnie's going with a simple tulip. He's going with a ripple,
Nice.
solid.
Not
He's gonna go back for
happy
a
with
second.
it.
He's gonna go back for a second.
Casey looking a
He
little
might
shaky.
he might pour a cappuccino. He also might pour a barefoot.
No, it looks like
Cars
it
and
looks
purple.
like it looks
Y'all
like the
can take that
Barefoot's gonna
later.
go with his vintage Rosetta at the last buzzer.
Okay, Casey's taking it nice and slow and keeping it clean and controlled,
Yes.
which is strong and a very smart choice. If
How
you're
you win
nervous,
points.
take it easy.
Absolutely.
But that bass came out a little
Absolutely.
too slow, and you can see it's not quite rising to the top, or it didn't quite fill into the middle, is what happened.
All right, and Casey
That's
with
really
the
good,
speed
though.
point.
That's really
Way
good.
to go.
So Casey snagged speed. If Donnie can execute, which I assume he's going to do a Rosetta,
He's
because of
definitely
the
gonna do a
time.
Rosetta.
If he can execute a solid Rosie with a good connection, a good foundation, and a successful fill-in, he might win this.
Yes. If not,
Nice rock.
oh,
He's doing a tulip.
oh,
Oh, he needs to do at least three. At least three. That's actually beautiful.
that's good. Save
Oh,
it.
it's great. Okay.
Save it.
Okay, wait.
Whoa! With the spill at the end. Oh, way to go, baristas. Wouldn't be a Donnie battle without a little last second buzzer beater.
Damn, dude.
Oh, way to go, way to go. Taking every little second to pour your very best. Vintage barefoot barista.
That is really
Gotta
tough.
love it.
He got that coffee all over his bare feet.
He did.
No, you can't do
Oh,
that.
you can't do that.
They saw. They know.
They saw. He lost that point.
He's like, I'm not trying to hide it.
So he's down 1 point.
Damn, he would have probably made it through that round.
Oh, man.
That's debatable. Actually, I think Casey has a really solid pour here.
Yeah.
Casey is a little too high from the coffee surface, but you can see it because it's just a little beige in the base, which I'm assuming is from hesitation, because otherwise Casey's creating great contact for the rest of these layers. Donnie surprised me by not doing a Rosetta. If we're going through the points, I think Donnie has color infusion and line clarity. Arguably, actually, the line
Maybe
clarity
symmetry?
might. And I think he has symmetry. I don't
Yeah.
think he has. He might also arguably have execution, but he spilled, so that kind of takes away.
Yeah, I don't think Donnie has difficulty.
I don't think he has difficulty either.
Yeah.
I definitely. Casey has difficulty. Casey has execution.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what Casey was trying to do with that base.
Yeah,
But I'm
not
assuming
sure.
the base didn't stick the way that she wanted to. Casey's cup is also underfilled, but Donnie's is overfilled, and Donnie's spilled. So I assume Chris will lean the point towards Casey and not give it to Donnie.
Tough battle. Both with errors and
Donnie has had symmetry. He might have lost it though.
he
with
might
that
have
spill.
lost it. Yeah.
What does the
That's-
chat think? What does the chat think?
What is the chat thing? Let us know who you got. Do you have Casey? Do you have Donald? We want to know, all you 83 of you.
I think Casey's gonna take it.
Let us know. I think Casey's got it too.
I think Casey's gonna take it. I mean, you're not supposed to judge unless you're up front, but if I'm looking at the screen, even from afar, Casey's just pops better. It's a more consistent pour. It's more
Yeah.
executed. Donnie, without that spill, would have probably moved on with like a
I
very
know.
slim win.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And I really like that top base from. I really like that top base from Casey, with the 4 layers right below it. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. What does the chat say? Casey's cooking. All
Casey
right.
is cooking.
All right. Let's see Casey.
Yeah.
All right. So up next onto the machine, we have Camilo Javier Sanchez versus Kevin Chen.
It's exciting.
It's very exciting.
But right now we have a battle in front of us.
Yes. All right.
Okay, I think I'm going to give it to Casey.
I think I'm gonna give it to Casey.
And I'll give Donnie a barefoot massage later.
Would his first pour would have won? That's
No.
the question.
What was his first pour again?
It was it looked like it was a regular tulip.
No, I don't think so. I think this one would have won.
All right. Well, looks like the judges are deciding. We're gonna get a winner real soon. 2 veteran baristas coming up next to the machine, cleaning
I
up.
think the perfect cup should change their name to the pretty good cup. Because no one's perfect.
Perfect Cup is perfect. Download the app, the Perfect Cup.
Download the
Find
app.
your best specialty cafe near you.
There's
Shout
an
out
app for
Ness.
that.
All right. So we're almost done with the first part of this bracket. And
I'm
how'd you like
hungry.
the competition so far?
I'm going to be quite honest. I'm disappointed in everybody.
Look, we
I
need
know all
tough
these
critics.
people. I know all these people. These are all my favorite scum in the whole wide world, and they can all do better.
Well, there you hear it. You heard it
Hey,
here first.
don't cut that to make me sound like a jerk. I'm totally joking.
No.
I love everybody here.
She's totally
Everyone's
serious,
everyone's
guys.
killing it, but
Do
you could all
better.
be doing better.
But they gotta do better.
They gotta do a
Look,
little better.
If you want to win it all, you gotta do better. Hey, Casey! Moving on
Very
to the
strong round,
second
very strong
round.
round.
Way to go. Well deserved. So
Look
we
at
got a
that
question
hug.
on the chat, Em. What do you think will surprise some people in this competition?
What do you mean?
Who do you think will surprise some people in this
Show me the
competition?
bracket.
All right, let's take a look at this bracket.
So I actually think one of the biggest shockers of this bracket is going to be Troy.
Yes.
A lot of people underestimate Troy. Troy is a bloodstone killer.
Troy also got all the way to 4th place in Anaheim
That's
last
right.
year.
There's a
So
lot of people in this competition that are killers that you don't know about because they haven't made it to the end fully
yeah,
and aren't like as big on like socials and stuff like that. But Troy is a killer, and there's a few other people like Haley's really good. Is Haley in the bracket?
Haley is in the bracket. She's
Tom
here.
is one of my proteges. Tom is a little. I haven't seen Tom pour in a while. Maybe he's rusty. Maybe he's not. But he used to be really, really strong when he was Iceman.
The
So we'll see
Iceman
if
Tom
Ice is coming
Schroeder.
back.
Yes. Love the Iceman back in the scene.
Too careful, you'll freeze.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So this round we have Kevin and Camilo.
yes.
Camilo one time walked up to my shop when the sewers started overflowing in the shop.
Oh man.
Yeah, and so the entire shop smelled like butt and old rancid milk. And Camilo came and knocked on the door and was like, "Hey," and I was like, "You can't come in here. We're closed." And I smell horrible. I smell like when someone has strong halitosis. I smelled like that because I was cleaning up calcium. Old milk is gross. And Camilo's like, "I don't care. Here's a coffee sample."
All right.
Good friend. Good
All
friend who
right.
puts up
So
with
just
anything.
getting an update. This is Kevin's first time competing. Thank
it
you,
really?
Rich. Yes. So with
go,
the
Kevin.
red picture, haven't seen a red picture in the Latte art
Oh,
scene.
it looks like so. It's out of focus, or it's out of highlight. But Kevin is actually throwing down some really strong pour there.
All right. All right.
Oh, look at that. This is Kevin's first time.
Kevin's first time bringing
That's surprising.
it in.
But Camilo, look at that. Camilo
Look.
has a seasoned pour.
Yes.
Oh, that cut through was
Oh.
perfect. That might be one of the best pours of the day as far as like execution goes.
Who
I
will
know.
get speed point?
I know Camilo could do a better base than that, but that cut through was flawless. That cut through was flawless.
Very cool. Well, so Kevin with the speed point. Great to see that. And
Wow,
coming in
wow.
strong, Camilo Sanchez.
The eyes in the room just lit up.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
I think Camilo has this, but only narrowly because Kevin has put down a monster pour as well.
No, but with the slight error on the follow through, and
Yeah.
can Kevin recover from that?
In the middle. So there's a dot right there.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's not connecting. But
And
it
why
was
does
so
that happen?
good.
Why does that happen? What did the barista do wrong?
Either he didn't follow through with the ripple. He didn't complete the ripple properly. Maybe there was a bubble in his milk right there where he had that ripple and it popped. That often happens in the ripples. If you catch a bubble, it'll pop and it'll blend the layers of foam.
Well, there you go.
So it's one of those things. And then the cut through itself is a little thick. He should have leaned heavier with his cut through, which would have made the stream heavier and would have sunk it better. Versus going higher and slower, leaning forward will give you a more intense cut. But Camilo is crushing it.
Super
Camilo's
clean.
base needs a little more connection at the beginning.
Yeah. But nice, clean, right down the middle. He didn't get speed point. But
Who did?
Camilo? Kevin got speed point.
Yeah.
So we will see.
I think Camilo has line clarity, color distribution, symmetry. That's crazy because when I was watching it, the cut through was very straight, but there is a little whip at the end.
Can you explain to the audience what color distribution means?
Color distribution is the separation of brown and white and how much of it you mix into your design. So negative space, in my opinion, is just as important as positive space. As much white as you have, you should have as much brown or somewhere around that to create a very beautiful impression integrated into your pour. It creates pop.
So
Instead of
is this based on milk texture,
Yes.
espresso? Gotcha.
It's a combination of milk texture and your forward momentum in your milk. If your milk is moving away from you, you're going to be able to capture more brown. If your milk is puffy, it'll be harder for you to capture that brown. If your milk is thin, it'll be harder for you to capture that brown. So obviously Goldilocks milk, but flow. Camilo had flow.
Well, there you go.
Judges are going to go
That's
now.
what
so
it's
let's see.
about. It's about flow, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't hesitate. Ripple hard and flow heavy. Let's go.
We got Camilo. But the fans in the chat like Kevin. Hey! Senor Sanchez moving on.
Very good call. I do think that was a narrow call.
Narrow call. Shout out to all the Kevin fans.
Kevin, you're the GOAT.
Kevin,
Kevin,
we
you're the
can't
GOAT.
wait to see you back into this latte
Kevin,
art scene.
don't ever stop because if that was your first one, you could be a winner.
Yes, and
You
we
could win.
love your Red Dragon picture. We need that. Yes. Okay, close call.
What lotion do you use? You're so soft.
Nothing. I don't put any lotion. That's the trick. Fun fact.
Fun
All
fact,
right.
Javi does not take care of his skin.
No, not at
But
all.
it's better than all of us combined.
Natural. Oof, we got a juggernaut of a match, man.
Is it you and me?
No, but that would be a great story. We have our 2023 Rookie of the Year, Troy, versus Mr. P&W himself, Mr. Justin Chow.
Oh, this is tough. This is tough.
I know this is tough.
Holy moly. This is actually two of the people I would think could make it to the end, and it's actually strange they're in the middle right now.
I know.
To be potentially,
This is a juggernaut of
one
a...
person's going to make it. Usually the winner wins and the loser dies. So.
Yes, yes. That's true. Both dressed in black, both here for business. Both here for business.
I'm torn because I am actually voting for both of these people. I was going to say that Justin was the other person I think is a pretty big threat in this competition.
Yeah.
Very fast learner. And then Troy as well is a locally fast learner. Crushing it.
Yeah. Troy.
Fun fact.
Representing La Cabra.
Fun fact, Troy's name backwards is Yort.
Okay, back to that.
Did you have fun with that yet?
Did I have fun with that? Back to, I'm trying to figure out what my arms? All right, 2 comments about Javi's arms. Okay.
What are you talking about?
Are my arms in a way? I don't know. Okay, back to the action.
Wait, what are the comments about the arms?
I don't know.
Whoever was making Javi insecure about his arms, please repeat what you said.
Is there in the way? Am I in the way? Am I blocking the
Oh.
view? Huh?
It's about your skin.
It's
Oh,
me.
my
I'm the
skin.
one. I'm the one.
Oh,
I'm gonna touch you. You have great
yes.
arms.
Yes. All right. Oof. We're getting Troy. Oh no, that's
They're very
Justin with
soft.
handleless.
Ooh, that was great. So Justin or Troy or who's who
That's
right
Justin
now?
right here on the
So
right.
we're switched. Okay.
Yeah, we're switched.
So Justin is a bit thin milk, but he did a really nice slow to ripple base to save it.
Yeah.
It looks like Troy. I'm confused what's happening. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
looking at the wrong stream.
Yes.
It
So
looks, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So
So
Justin,
Troy with the speed point. Justin heading back for a second quarter. Looks like he rushed his first base.
both of these competitors have thin milk.
Thin milk is the enemy.
If you have thin milk, what Troy did, or sorry, what Justin did is actually what I would have done, but he was flowing way too heavy for that first part of that part of the pour to do the slow ripple. I would do a slow ripple to save it, but then I would switch to a hollow
Yes, you would.
because the hollow is easier to do with thin milk.
Interesting.
And so you can kind of save yourself. So another thing that he didn't do, he could have done to save that, would have been to fill in more ripples into the base, because eventually it'll reshape the middle, which will reshape the bottom.
Interesting.
So if your bottom is shaped like a triangle, if you fill in the middle, it'll sort of circle out.
Super cool. So Troy works in the bakery at La
Right,
Cabra.
we have 5, 4, 3,
2,
2.
1. Justin Chow with the buzzer beater. Woo-wee. Gotta love it.
That's crazy.
Gotta love this action. Wow. Coming strong with a second pour, Em. What do you think about Justin's pour at the end?
Troy works at La Cabra, by the way, guys.
Yes, at the bakery
That's a
location.
beautiful second pour.
Beautiful.
That might be a contender for the winner.
Yeah. Way
That's
to
really
go.
pretty. That's something
Way to go.
I've actually poured a pour very similar to this in Coffee Fest before.
All right.
That's tough,
On
you
to
know.
the judges. It looks like Troy's pour was sitting a little bit, so can't really get full glimpse of Troy's pour, but it looks like wing 4-1 by Troy and a wing 3 by Justin Chow.
I'm having trouble telling if it's a wing push 3 by Justin,
You know, it looks like
because there's a separation of layer there. You can see the negative space between the ripples.
maybe.
And Justin's good friends with Lane, which would make sense. They both do that kind of mixing style.
I'm a big fan of these like fangs up by Justin. You know, it looks like a vampire.
I call them Batman ears.
Batman ears.
They're one of my
You
favorite
heard it here
things.
first.
Batman ears, these little fangs, I also call them fangs, come from being in just the right place with those final top parts and not overwrapping. If you can make this happen, I think it's aesthetically stunning.
I think so too. But Troy looks like he's got a fuller cup, and like, how much does that make?
Let's
a
go by the
difference?
points. I think that Justin maybe has line clarity and color distribution. Troy has difficulty. I think that Justin has execution, but Troy has speed. It looks like Justin has a very overfilled cup, but Troy has an underfilled cup with a little mark at the top, so I would negate those points completely. I think it's going to go Justin.
I think it's gonna go Troy. Chat, what do we think? What do we think? Are we thinking Justin? Are we thinking Troy? Sue, what do you think?
I think it's going to go Justin,
Oh.
but it's tight because Troy could totally win this.
We will see. Oh, I think we're calling our first alternates here. Oh,
Nice embrace.
Right.
Nice embrace.
All right.
Hey man, how you doing? I'm pretty okay.
Yeah.
Don't touch me there.
They're like,
Don't put
they're
your
like,
arm
get your
around me.
arms off me.
I like
Okay.
to.
The chat likes Justin. Them.
Oh man, I have 2 whole fingers. That's crazy.
Man.
I only had 1.
Oh man. Well, let's see here.
It looks like Troy also busted his base.
Oh,
and
did he?
Someone's pointing that out.
Yep.
It's hard to see him.
You're like saying it while the judges are saying it. It's
Oh,
pretty
they're
beautiful.
pointing at it. So it
Yeah,
makes it
they-
a little easier.
Okay.
So this is another thing people don't know is the judges usually count individual errors. So it's not just like who has symmetry. It's like how many symmetry mistakes did you make? So right here, symmetry goes to Justin because Troy, they're counting symmetry. You can tell. Because even though there's things that are cool, like these hooks on Troy's side from that top part of the base going back in, it's asymmetrical to the other side of the base. And they're going to point that out, and that's 1. And then you have all these top parts that are individually not wrapped on one side. They're pointing that out now too.
Interesting.
So they're going to count all of that.
Oh, these judges are getting
I think it's going to go Justin.
serious right now. We will see who will
You
move
have
on
Troy?
to. I got Troy. I like that full cup, centered, symmetrical, difficulty. I don't know if Justin got it. a chance to clean his cup. So I wonder if he
We can
gets
see right now.
presentation.
Oh, it's a split. So I think they're gonna go. Yeah.
Oh, our first split. Shut Twiz voting Justin.
I think you might be right. I think Troy might win this one. Let's go, Sarah.
Troy moving on.
I don't personally disagree or agree. I think that's a really challenging call. I think I'm really happy for Troy. And I'm equally happy for Justin because that was a beautiful pour to put on your first day.
I know.
For your second pour.
Super hard matchup. First up. I know.
It's shaky?
All right. Julian Sanchez.
It's no time to go to the bathroom, huh?
And then we have an alternate. Let's find out who the alternate is.
Very tough call. I think Troy earned it. I just think it's hard for us to see in that contrast from the light. So it would have been different to see it up close. My opinion might have changed as well.
So Caleb, being our first alternate of this Lauco competition. So what happens is, at a random, they pick a barista from the crowd that signed up as an alternate, and they get a shot to compete in this amazing tournament. So pretty good chance to come and sign up as an alternate. You may get a shot at getting far in this competition.
On day one, you can't do that any other days.
That's right, you cannot. So unfortunate for the person that could not make it, but Caleb, with some fans in the chat already, excited.
Caleb is actually super strong.
Okay.
Very competitor. But also, Julian here recently is the first place winner at your more recent Latte Art Throwdown here in New York City.
That is correct. He's also a head
That's
judge.
a real fun fact.
That
I actually got right.
Way to go, Em.
I'm being helpful for once.
Yes. CEO and co-founder of Frizzone Espresso. Julian, one of the pioneers of latte art in New York City. Happy to see him at the highest stage, now winning ESON tournaments. And it will be our head judge tomorrow for New York versus the World 5. So exciting stuff.
That's the third round I'm going to win, by the way.
Yes. She didn't sign up, but she's going to win.
I'm in the bracket, though, right?
Are you? Yeah, I think so.
You said you put me on, right?
I did.
Okay.
All right. Caleb's looking like he's pouring a pour tulip with a very unique way to hold in the pitcher, Em.
Oh, that's new. I've never seen that.
Oof.
I'm going to call that the ET.
E?
Because it looks like he's trying to heal me with those fingers.
Looks like
they're trying to heal me.
A wing 4 or a wing 3? We will see. Julian with a tulip. May have bunched up the layers. Not sure if he loves it.
Look at that. A little bit of underdevelopment in the base for Julian, but really strong filling in the layers in the middle.
Nice top heart.
Those top
Gotta
hearts
love
are
a
really
nice
cool.
top heart. That's right. He is our defending ESOM champion.
He is a beast. Is he still on?
No animals in this competition. It's a little bit tough to pour a free pour design in this competition. This is very judged heavily on tulip style. Julian looking like he forgot to drop his pour onto the judges. And just delaying the tournament. Way to go, Julian. We love you. But you gotta appreciate a baristas cleaning over their station, setting up for the next baristas. And let's get these pours all up to the screen when we can. Our main man, Ethan.
I hear it, but I don't hear it anymore in here. It's not a big deal.
All right, so
Good call.
Yeah, let's.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
Little camera issues, but both strong pours. Hey, there we go.
All right, so I do think Julian's is a strong pour here, but that base is really significant. It's actually really beautiful. It's high up in the cup. I think set the base lower. So it's interesting. They have opposite issues going on with their pour, whereas Julian has an underdeveloped base. Caleb has a good base, but an underdeveloped rest of the pour, and it's sectioned a little higher.
And what do you think Caleb did? Was it drop too early a
It's
little
too
bit?
high, and it looks slightly maybe too thin, and a
Mm.
pretty, I would say, it doesn't look like they swirled the cup at all, because that crema is all broken up. Or
Yeah,
maybe the milk was just so thin.
yeah, it could be a little bit of both. I've been seeing this consistently happen with the pours today that are they're struggling. I'm not sure if they're not breaking the espresso or underestimating their steam, maybe a little bit nerves, maybe
It
a
might
little
be
bit of
the
both.
steam, because like nothing's looked thick today at all,
That's true, not it did.
except for like um, that one Slozetta. I do think Julian has a really strong top section here. A little bit of an asymmetry in that second to last heart in that top tulip. And Julian does typically lean to one side. I'm also curious, is Julian left-handed?
He's not.
So he pours with the handle away from him.
Yep.
Or towards, away from him, yes.
So we will see. Julian moving
I think that's the right
on.
call.
Way to go, Julian. Saving the animals for another round. How do you feel about baristas pouring free pour, Em? Do you like it?
I do enjoy it. I actually don't have. I used to be a little jerk about it, and now I really enjoy free pour.
Cool.
I think it's beautiful. I think it's something we should all learn. I think the point system would have to change if we wanted to introduce it into this competition. If it wasn't such a simple pour, like simple pours, sure, but what's up?
Way to
You
go.
made
Way to
it.
go,
You
Julian.
did it.
Way
Good
to
job.
Go. Way to go. Pour better,
Crushed
Julian.
it.
Yeah. Look, they got to pour better here. Next
I'm
tomorrow.
disappointed in everybody.
I know.
If these
Everybody's
guys
pouring
don't pour
terrible.
better, I'm gonna take over.
No. Shout out everybody on the chat. 100 over 100. We hit 100 people on the chat. That is
Oh,
an
snap, really?
accomplishment. Way to go! Thank you for supporting our tournament. We're here live streaming, giving you play-by-play. Well, all the greatest baristas the world has to offer right here in New York City at the Javits Center.
I'm gonna see if I can.
Multiple champion Emily Bryant side by side with me, giving you what the people want. So a little bit of an insight what's going on. So right now it's supposed to be Kengo and Jazea, our defending champion, but our defending champion has not arrived yet, and so believe it or not, we are skipping Kengo and Jazea, and word on the street is if he doesn't come by 4 o'clock, we may get a DQ
Is
by
there?
a
Do
roach.
you know what's going on with that?
I don't know. I think he's
Oh,
here.
yeah.
He's
Hello.
trying to beat the clock. So we'll see. We'll see. I know Jaizea's got a closing shift that he has to head to, so we will see what's going on. But
So wait, where is he?
he's on his way. I don't know if he's.
Is he on a plane or is he in town?
I think he's in JFK. I'm hoping he's on his way.
He has like what time is
But
it?
we are.
Oh,
we
he has
have.
15 minutes.
But we have skipped him, so not sure what's gonna happen. But our defending champion is still not here.
That is tough.
That is tough.
That is a
So
scary
if you don't know,
realization.
Kengo won Orlando Coffee Fest and isn't here yet. So super tough coming all the way from Canada. So wondering if there's any issues there, but hopefully he can make a last second appearance and show up. But right now we have our two-time U.S. Latte Art World Champion DQ Fluke representing Coffee Projects New
Oh,
York
Fluke is up.
versus Kyle. Kyle, up and coming barista from New York City, pouring hard. We told him, hey, you're good enough. Sign up. First time on the bracket. So super excited. Great guy. I'm hoping for the best. A nice little New York City versus New York City battle.
It's gonna be good. Fluke is not just the champion. Fluke is one of the best competitors on the stage. I saw Fluke's practice pours last night, and all I could do was send a bunch of fire emojis.
Oh man.
They're really crisp. He is incredible. He's also a famous celebrity latte artist now.
He is a celebrity.
He's always like, "What's it like being famous?" And I'm like, "I'm not. You are." He's
Yeah.
the one.
He's pretty
Let me
cool.
see if I
Mr.
can't
DQ Fluke
link.
getting his name from his Denver Coffee Fest disqualification and I called him DQ Fluke, and it stuck. And now he's a two-time U.S. champion and the Atlanta 2021 Coffee Fest champion. So multiple titles by our King of New York. All right, let's go. So
Awesome. And now
keep
we have posted a live link on my channel,
yes,
so maybe we'll get some people in for the second half of this.
sweet. So ignore the names in the bottom. Kengo and Josiah. We're Skip, and we are moving on to the second side of the bracket.
Wow. I
DQ
mean,
Fluke
what was I just saying? Like, Fluke is just
with a
incredible
speed
at this.
point. Kyle,
Kyle's great too.
Kyle's good. You know, he's gotta stay calm. He's looking at the clock. Doesn't have enough time, which worries me.
Fluke is gonna. I mean, from what I could see from Fluke's pour, it is already an immaculate pour. You might have to steal Prof's name.
Oh man. So word on the chat is Kango's flight was delayed, and so that's why we don't have Kango right now.
Oh,
So
that's heartbreaking.
yeah, so
That's
not sure,
heartbreaking.
not sure what the rules say here, but it would be a shame to have Kango disqualify and
That's
not get
tight,
a chance.
dude. That's tight. That's tight. Oh, he's gonna go with his first pour.
All right.
Good call.
All
Smart call.
right.
That's actually a really solid
Yeah.
first pour.
For the first time for Kyle, give it up. It is not easy coming up
It is
here.
not. It is not easy. Oh wow, Fluke is coming in like a beast. But
Look at those. Look at that contrast.
Fluke is getting the crisp color or line clarity that I was talking about. But Kyle is coming in with a beautifully symmetrical tulip as well. Kyle is having an issue that a lot of the baristas are having today, is not establishing a connection before you do the internal ripples. If you don't create a frame for your base in some way or shape or form, you're gonna have a beige outer perimeter.
That's right.
So definitely, and so Fluke here connects to the bottom of his pour immediately with ripples, so he doesn't need a strong base like that because he's not hovering above the liquid, he's connecting to it. But Kyle is actually pouring a pour that I feel like I would pour. I would pour that flowy style, whereas
Yeah.
Fluke is coming in with that technical, but Fluke did lose symmetry here. So I'm nervous. I'm kind of nervous about this one.
No, I think Fluke has enough with the speed.
I mean, he does
part.
have speed. He does have line clarity. He has color distribution.
Difficulty.
Degree of difficulty. You're right.
Yeah.
Iceman. This is my guy. He's not ice anymore, though.
He's not ice.
He's like
He's corporate now.
Tom looks exactly like my uncle. Like I always want to call him Tom.
Lukey.
I always want to call him Coco because I have an uncle who I call Coco.
There you go. Tom Coco Schroeder
That's right.
against another Kyle from Portland, Oregon.
Another Kyle?
Another Kyle.
Oh,
Our
yeah, that
third
Kyle.
consecutive Kyle.
We need to get all the Kyles in one place.
I know.
And like have them battle it out for the title because Kyle can't have too many Kyles.
Kyle representing
He'll be
Portland,
Kyle A
Oregon.
and the last person will be Kyle 1. So
Yeah.
it's perfect. It's
It's gonna
balanced.
be a bunch of Kyles. All right. So Tom Schroeder.
Did Fluke win?
Fluke did win. Yes. So we have Kyle Layton versus Thomas Schroeder. Thomas Schroeder on the yellow machine. Kyle Layton on the blue machine. Kyle Layton had won our Coffee Fest after party last year, or 2 years ago. Tom Schroeder, veteran, I got a chance to battle him in this great competition. So always great to see Mr. Schroeder, Mr. Iceman, holding it down. Amazing guy, amazing professional. So I'm excited to see him back into the competition and rocking and rolling. Do not underestimate these two baristas. Both professionals, both know how to pour very good latte art.
I don't underestimate any of my friends.
You shouldn't, huh?
I raised Thomas.
Let's go. All right. Second half of the bracket.
He started, fun fact, Thomas does drums, was his Instagram handle back in the day.
Interesting.
He did drums. He was a drummer.
He
And
went
now
from-
it's Thomas does coffee.
Interesting.
He does coffee. He's a coffee person.
Another coffee person that plays the drums. Go figure.
We need to get all the Kyles and all the coffee and drummers
Yep.
together.
Exactly. All right. Here we go. Looks like Kyle Layton's
The delay is trippy.
milk steaming first. Thomas
that's
Shooter
great.
right behind him. Both looking focused.
Let's go, Kyle. Let's go, Thomas.
So do you like steaming milk while your shot's pulling, or would you prefer to have your shot pull first? What do you think?
So I always start my shot first and then immediately pivot to my milk because the milk takes half the time the shot will. So that walk to the shot or to the milk. So I start my series up with I'm at the grinder. I fill my pitchers. I do my portafilter at the same time. I tamp, I lock it in, I pull the shot, grab the pitcher one, and do a big step to the furthest steam one closest to the plate I'm going to set down.
Interesting.
That way I'm moving only in one direction, which is towards the plate.
Got it.
Unless I must go back. So in those cases, that's what I do.
Looks like.
Oh, Kyle put down a very pretty
Very
pour.
nice. Very nice.
A little.
With the speed point and Kyle Layton.
Thomas is going back for a second. He's trying to spot the first pour, but I don't think he can see it.
All right.
Thomas looking really good. Looking super fly.
A little spill on Kyle Layton's pour in the bottom of the cup.
He has plenty of time.
We will see. 43 seconds. He has time. He looks back at the clock, which is something I'm not a fan of. You gotta stay focused. You gotta know how much time you always have.
You get one look. You can look at the clock once, and it should be right before you pour.
Oh, so it looks like, unfortunately, Mr. Schroeder forgot to stop his shot and spilled some of the espresso off the cup. I wonder if that's gonna cost him some contrast.
His first pour is good enough to fight this battle.
Yes.
He's gonna take it. Okay,
Yes,
he's gonna
absolutely,
take it. Smart
absolutely. Smart call. Thomas Schroeder, ladies and gentlemen.
call. That's tough. Sometimes you have to make the call you know is best.
So, fun fact, Kyle Layton is also a drummer. We have a drummer versus drummer face-off.
Oh my gosh, let's take a second. This is tough. Kyle clearly is executing texture here on a different level, and Thomas is one texture like air injection away. Tom is like one too much air. Kyle's like right on the money for texture for Latte, but Kyle is a little asymmetrical, and he sticks the intro, but his ripples are inconsistent to one side. Kyle needs to get closer to the plane and just stay low in one spot and take your time in the middle and then fill in the bottom. You gotta slow down listen, all of the flow is gonna come naturally from the pitcher if you have texture like that. You don't need to be moving around that much, and it looks like it's inconsistent. Connect and ripple. Thomas learned that. Thomas's ripples are consistent, albeit he would have had better ripples. And so you can see the judges are counting right now all those inconsistencies. If he was a little bit less thick, Thomas could have pulled off what Kyle did here with better execution. Let's go through the points. But I'm going to be really quick. Kyle has a beautiful cradling hearts in the middle. I love these stacked hearts. Very clean. Love the top heart.
A little
Thomas's
drag
top
on the
heart's a little messed up.
Yeah.
A little blemish here during the cut through because it was actually a wing solid, triple solid. Similar pour to what Kenji's been doing, but Kyle was doing it, I think, weeks before even Kenji picked that up. But no, that's not a shady diss.
Two great pours.
Who wore it better?
So, who do you got?
I got. Okay, let's go through it.
Yes.
Thomas. Okay, let's start with Kyle. Kyle has line clarity, and honestly, color distribution. But Thomas has execution and speed. Thomas has.
Would you give Thomas difficulty?
No, I'd give it to Kyle. I think
Give him.
Kyle has this, but I can see it going to Thomas too.
Oh man,
That's really
see.
tough.
There was a little spillage
I know we're being
on
very bad
Kyle's
commenters that
pour.
we can't even like.
I know.
Pick
Chat,
one,
help us. Who do you got? You got Kyle. You got Thomas.
I
Let
always
us know.
say bases are aces, and if your bases aren't good, it's a struggle. But I think Kyle's gonna take it. Wow.
Oh, Thomas.
My Schroeder boy.
Schroeder boy just doing enough with his
Just enough.
first pour.
If he comes in tomorrow, which he does, he needs to go one air less in that milk. He did almost perfect milk. It was just a little too puffy.
Oh, man.
But he executed.
Yeah.
And that execution is a big deal.
Yeah. What a battle.
I think that the issue is that Kyle had a lot of things going for him, but he had that base really compromised the rest of the pour. Really tough.
All right.
Really tough.
Up next to the machine.
Oh, we have Paulo. This is gonna
We
be
have
good.
representing Seattle, Paulo. and Mr.
Bye.
Justin Lee.
Wow, tough.
Tough battle. Another
I'm
juggernaut
still shaking off
battle.
that one. It also might be that I drank a lot of water and have to use the bathroom, and I'm predicting the impending lines of this convention center.
Yes.
Normally, there's a secret bathroom you can sneak out behind the curtains to
But
in the
there's not
back.
there. No.
It's not there. They deconstructed it, or it was never there. And
Or maybe it's a different trade show. All these trade shows look alike.
I always rely on the secret bathroom because that's the one where, like, if I drink too much and get sick, I go there.
Very true. We both got to pee, but who cares about us? We have 110.
You gotta pee.
Yes, we have. We're drinking a rich.
Makes you pee more than normal rainwater.
Yes. But we are hanging it tight. We're gonna keep going. We got baristas flowing.
Where's the bracket?
So we have Jacob and Anthony Longo. All right. So I will not take a break because we have over 90 people on this live and we need to entertain you guys and we're going to keep this going. We have Paulo, we have Justin Lee. Ready to go. Paulo, co-founder of Tiki Breeze,
Oh, I see.
representing a veteran in this competition,
I like it.
husband, father.
A wonderful
overall-
husband, a wonderful father. Paulo's kid is so cute. I'm being a horrible person. I'm forgetting their name. Do you remember her name?
I am terrible with names.
So precious.
So precious.
Eyes
Amazing
that'll
people.
shoot darts in your heart.
I know. And word on the street, they're expecting another. So
Are you serious?
congrats
Oh,
to
I
the
think I did
Paulo
know that.
family.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, amazing. So
Go get some of that tiki breeze.
Let's go, Paulo. We're rooting for you.
And Justin is gonna do a great job too. I don't really know. I know Justin, but I don't know. I don't remember Justin's track record. And if you said it, I wasn't listening.
No, I'm not too familiar with Justin. I know Justin has been a competitor in the past. He has been in this competition before. He has competed strong.
He's got stickers on his picture.
He's got
That's all you
stickers,
need.
Pictures, exactly. He's repping the West Side.
Fun
A little bit of
fact,
West Side battle going on.
if you have stickers on your picture, it makes it 10 times lighter.
Huh, interesting. Justin's second time, Rich. Yo, Rich, I appreciate you coming in, helping out.
Click.
Hey.
Can y'all hear the music in the live? Probably not.
Probably not.
No, you can't. I know you
it's-
can't.
But the vibes are here. Gretchen on. Okay, so front in action with Paulo.
Oh, we're deep in that cut. Look at that.
Handleless action by
Ugh,
Paulo.
this is the moment when I start shaking.
Oh.
Oh, beautiful wing base.
Oh,
Paulo's
slow.
see how Paulo's getting close?
Yeah.
This might be one of the stronger pours today. Paulo is, and he's going to keep it simple.
He's got to fill that cup. He's got to fill that
So
cup.
Paulo also needs to hold on that second middle layer because it's
And
cutting
the
up a
speed
little short.
pouring by Paulo.
Paulo's killing it though.
I love it. I love the simplicity in the Paulos. Ooh, but Justin Lee coming
These are
strong
almost the same
too.
exact pour. These are the same exact pour.
Amazing.
So it's going to be a question of who wore it better.
Yeah, absolutely.
These are the same design.
Absolutely.
This is tough because I have to see him on the screen in a second. It looks like Paulo has better line clarity.
All
Wait,
right.
am I mixed?
Yeah,
Who's on which side?
yeah. I think Paulo is on the blue machine and Justin's on the yellow machine. So here we go. Cool. And let's see these pours, Mr. Ethan. Thank you.
Oh wow, that's
beautiful.
really tough. Very
Beautiful
beautiful,
battle.
very tough. Okay, so we have a classic case of monkey see, monkey do. They didn't see each other though. They didn't see each other. There's no cheating involved. They have the exact same pour, so it's who wore it best. I think Paulo has a beautiful wing base. It almost overwraps a little bit, and it's hovering just a bit too high in the cup,
Interesting.
which is unfortunate because it's kind of warping the shape just a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
But Justin's is too in the same way. They're both dominating the bottom, the top of their base because they're pushing these second layers so deep, and they're both asymmetrical with that third push, which is interesting. I mean, this is almost like they are the same person, and one of them had better texture,
They
which
must
I
have-
think was Paulo.
It's very rare to see both baristas
It's
pour the
crazy.
same pattern So
So let's go through it. I guess if you
Yeah.
have to judge out of difficulty and creativity, we take that point away.
yeah, I mean, I would give so speed point plays a huge factor here.
So if Paulo has a speed,
I'm gonna say
line clarity.
line clarity for sure.
I think that's going to come down to those things.
I know, and I think I'm gonna give symmetry slightly to Paulo too as well.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah.
You're calibrated.
All right. Way to go. Way
Did
to
it
go,
for the
Paulo.
babies.
Way to babes. All right, who do we have next onto the machine? Looks like Jacob. Looks like Anthony Longo, Mr. Long Island. All right, live at the Javits Center, day one of the Latte World Championship Open. We are your co-hosts, Lipahab and
Instagram.
Amsterdam.
I sold my soul to do this.
No, she didn't.
No, I didn't.
No, she
Javi's very serious about that stuff.
Yes. No. Okay.
Take it back.
We're
Take it
paying
back.
her. Just keep her. Okay, you want to know what Kengo? I have not seen Kengo, so I'm not sure what's
That's
happening.
really tough to not make it because of a plane, dude.
Yeah, and what makes it difficult is Isaiah can't stay forever because he's actually working after this. So.
Oh, that's really tough.
Yeah. So.
Alrighty, so we have Jacob Kingsley, skis god here.
Mr. KCTNT, shout out Kansas.
Casey, wait,
Yeah, Jacob.
Jacob, yeah.
And then Anthony Longo repping the Long Island at home barista extraordinaire.
Anthony's gonna do great.
Yeah, Anthony's doing great.
I feel like every time I'm at a throwdown or an event, Anthony's always there, right behind me.
He is. He's
always like, hey.
Yeah,
And
big,
I'm like, hey, Anthony, how you doing?
big supporter.
Good friend.
If
good,
I
good
don't, if
pal.
I'm not mistaken, you guys teamed up in a 2v2
We did.
competition.
Yeah, did we get second or no? We
Yeah,
got knocked out. We got knocked
yeah.
out.
But it was cool to see.
We got knocked out, but that was a good round.
Yeah, very cool. We got to bring those.
Yeah,
2v2 back.
Barista Brew, Fernando and Dan won that soft porn.
Yeah, John McDonald. I have
We're into
no
the pour
idea.
now.
I have no idea why he chose the flight. Maybe it got delayed a day. Who knows? But just a little
All right,
advice.
so right now we have
Book
Anthony.
2 days in advance, guys.
It's really tough when you have a 17-hour flight delayed. Like that's tough to plan
I
around.
know.
And he was probably getting a connecting flight, to be honest, because.
Oh,
wow.
All right, a little spillage by
That is
Mr.
tough.
Longo.
That is tough.
But you do get a second try in this tournament.
You know what's tougher than? Oh, they both spilled. Oh, no,
Oh.
they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. I'm
Ooh,
completely wrong. I
Beautiful
was looking at the
pour
wrong
by
screen.
Jacob. Speed point.
Oh,
for
Jacob's
Mr.
coming in with
Kingsley.
fire. Wow.
Lock and loaded by Mr. Jacob.
The only tougher thing than missing a flight is getting on stage and spilling.
Yes.
That's tough.
Or
That's
not
tough.
putting it on the plate.
I'll
Either or.
never not put on the plate.
Yes.
I'll put a plate on top of the plate before I don't put anything on that plate.
You'll be surprised how many baristas forget to put it on the plate.
Anthony's got this.
Yes.
Anthony is a cool, calm, collected
30
barista.
seconds if he can start immediately.
Oh, he's already got his milk. He's done. He's done.
Okay.
He's
All
poured
right.
into the grate, which I don't recommend as a service
Yes,
thing, but whatever.
yes.
We won't talk about it. These machines are expensive.
Cool. Little shakes by Longo.
Heavy
Pouring
pour.
Rosetta.
Rosetta.
Nice.
Little
Second
thin
pour.
stock,
Little thin
but
stock.
beautiful pour regardless.
Hold it.
Beautiful
Hold
pour
it.
regardless.
10 seconds for Mr. Longo. Well done. Well done. It is not easy.
Do you think he pours longos? We need one of the drummers to come up
I
here.
know. We need a.
Okay, so I think we can take a step back from this, and it is a tough round to say, but I do think Jacob has a very big advantage here, if not a winning pour.
I see very little errors in Jacob's pour.
Yeah, other than just that one underdeveloped heart stack
Yes.
in the middle. It's actually weird because Jacob's middle top hearts right there, it's not the last heart that's the issue. It's the third heart that didn't fully wrap in.
And why does that happen?
and it's the third one. So what's happening here is the first two didn't wrap enough by the time they got to those second last two. And so when you're doing that top one, it overwraps the slightly, these layers come up to the edge, and when you put that top part in, it pulls them down. So it's gonna warp those top into the middle. That's why they slope down. Sorry, my voice is going out. Jacob.
Jacob.
Good call, but also good round.
Yes, very good round.
It's tough to spill. Tough to spill. So you want to do one of two things. You either want to make sure each of those stacks is equal and not wrapped at all, and that final top part wraps them finally, or you wrap them just enough so they don't double wrap.
Well said.
You don't have to listen to me. It's okay.
Sorry, I'm just trying to not mispronounce his next two names. Deed from Miami, Florida, and Tech Chai 10. Is that correct? No.
Where were we?
Tech.
I'm not actually sure pronunciation.
We may get our first alternate.
Correct.
Tech Chai 10, and Deed was around.
What's the chat saying?
What is the chat saying?
Wow, this
The
song
chat
is
wants to know
appropriate.
where's Kengo. We all want to know where Kengo
Where
is.
is Kengo today?
Where are
is
our
MIA.
baristas? Do we?
If our world champion came in last second, that would be amazing. It'd be beautiful.
What the world wants to know is Isaiah gonna make his closing shift, or will somebody cover?
I bet Kengo is in an Uber right now, like peeing his pants. Like probably
All
like.
right. So we had Deed. Deed, you're on the machine. Deed on the machine. All right, our baristas are
Nothing
unaware.
worse than being told you're on the machine and not being ready.
Yes.
And not even knowing. Your turn.
All right. Tech Chat Chen. I know I'm botching
Well,
that
if no
name.
one else will do it, I'll go up.
All right, So coming up next to the machine, we have Emily Bryan. Imagine we just dropped the bomb and you just win it all.
I'm gonna have to leave you for this one, so I'm
Yes.
gonna go to the bathroom.
Cool. We will hear. I will entertain these 94 people. Guys, if you're still with us, thank you for being with us. If you just joined us, welcome to the Latte World Championship Open. I am your co-host, Life Aha from Espresso State of Mind. We have the multiple champion, Amsterdam, taking a little bathroom break. But we're going to keep it here. We have Lance Hedrick into the chat. Lance, your best friend just went for a bathroom break, but thank you for joining. What's up, my friend? We do this for you, Lance. We want you back into the scene. Let's go. Fun fact, one of the first times that I competed at a Lauco competition, Lance Hedrick won the whole thing in Baltimore. So Lance, shout out to you. Hopefully see you in Portugal one day. All right. So we got on alternate Daid versus Emma from Percent Arabica. To just kind of give you a little bit of insight of what's going on in the New York coffee scene. So Percent Arabica opened up in New York City, and they got word of our latte art tournaments, and now we have over 10 baristas competing every single tournament, bursting these young champions, and it's been really great to see. Everybody's so passionate. They love the energy. They're posting. They're going on to Instagram. And now here is the first time in the latte art scene, and it's great to see. Shout out Emma. She's been pouring so fire at her throwdowns. Daid from Miami, Florida, representing Colombia. I know he's hyped. I know he's excited to be here. A veteran in this competition. So we will see who wins. So just to give you a little insight of what's going on, also with the pours that have been so far, looks like everybody's been steaming a little bit light. So a lot of people have been thinning out. So I'm curious to see if anybody's going to make adjustment tomorrow to steam a little bit thicker. Maybe they're assuming that because it's a dark roast, it's going to be a little bit thicker, a little bit gassier. So maybe they got to go light. But in the contrary, it is not. It is actually pretty good. Shout out to Umbria Coffee Roasters, Terica's hometown, and you know they're gonna bring it. You know, what I'm saying I'm excited to see it. I know the competitors after day one they get the nerves are going away. They feel good. They're gonna come to day two. So stay tuned. If you like what you see today, we're gonna be on at the same time, 2 p.m. tomorrow for a top 32, one day closer to crowning our new champion. But right now we have Dee from Miami and Emma from Percent Arabica. So very exciting. So we'll see. This is a new competition. This isn't your normal latte or throwdown. You are pulling your own shot. You're steaming your own milk. So a lot of things can go wrong. A lot of things can go right. But it's a different flow. I'm a fan of this style. I wish we had enough time to do this at throwdowns, but you know, it's a good competition. It makes you feel like you're actually a barista at a shop working it because you're pulling your shot. At local throwdowns, people are shot pulling, so it's a different vibe. So we'll see. Getting our camera angles right. I know I know Emma's having a little bit trouble with the machine, but it looks like she's got it. Shots being pulled. Dave looks focused and locked in. So we'll see. Experience always matters in this competition, and and not a word, not a peep. A little bit of confusion by Emma. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do. It just looks like maybe they overpacked their porter filter. But like I said, if you're not familiar, you get you get a reality check real quick. So let's see if she's got a minute. She's just waiting. I don't think she should be waiting. I think she needs to steam. She needs to pour what she's got to pour. The eater looks focused, locked in. So we will see what is happening. 57 seconds left. She's steaming milk. She's having fun. At least she's doing it with a smile. You know, and we're gonna see what happens. Second half of the round of 64. Thank you for being with us. So a little bit of up-to-date news. Still nothing from Kengo. Not sure what's happening, but our defending champion is not in the building yet. So we'll keep you updated. Dade with the speed point, looking happy, looking confident. Look from my angle, it's a wing 4-1, beautiful, full cup. Cup looks clean. It's gonna be really, really hard to beat because Emma's running out of time. But she's getting something on the plate, and she got something on a plate. Way to go with a beautiful wing 3. For having technical errors and technical issues with the machine, to stay calm and to really, really just know you're going to have a good time and have fun, and you got your friends that love you. And to pull that, well done, Emma. Presenter of Africa should be very proud. So let's get those pours onto the screen and we will show you. All right. All right. Let's go. So a little bit closer than I thought. From Deed, we have a wing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then Emma with a wing 4. So speed point going to the difficulty going to the. I'm gonna say symmetry is also going to go to the. A little bit of contrast in the lines may go to Emma. I think they a little bunched it up on his first base, but kind of finished strong. Nice top part. So looks like they uh, should be moving on, but again, I'm not sure. We'll see. Here. Um, so we got our lovely judges. They're deliberating. They're looking at the cups. So points to just kind of refresh everybody. You get a point if presentation, if your cup's clean, dirty, you lose a point, you gain a point. Speed point, it's a big point. These are all the points that from our view, we don't necessarily get to see. This is where the judges decide. So sometimes where you may see, oh, how did that person win? Well, it's based on the 7-point system, and that's usually what happens. So right now we're gonna go to Chris. He's gonna give us an announcement. I think the Heat should win this, but who knows? All right. Moment of truth. Let's let you know who's up next. All right. So up next we have my favorite to win it all, Mr. Andy Leon Wang from San Francisco, California, and a little local native, Julian. So a great battle. Emma moving on with technical errors and all, moving on with that beautiful Wing Wing 4. Wow, what an incredible performance. That's what I'm telling you. When things are not going out, you have to stay calm. You have to know your craft. She knew her craft. She knew how to steam milk. She didn't doubt. You know it. She did it with a smile. Oh man, I'm so proud. Well done. Well done. Um, so let me know what you guys think about that judge. Let me know, Lance, did you think Emma got it? Do you think Dave had it? Let us know. We want to know who you guys think. Please comment below. Oh, okay. Okay, so it looks like Josiah will be on deck after this match. So I'm looking around to see if there's a Kengo sighting. Nothing yet. So we will see. We will determine if Kengo is in the building. Oh, hold up. What? So right now,
Um,
right? Oh,
Kengo is here.
Kengo's in the building.
Kengo is right to my left with a
Oh.
beautiful green cardigan.
All right.
That is a pea green cardigan, and that is a excited Kengo here to
Oh,
just
man.
crush the competition. So,
Hold
fun
up, we
fact with
have a.
Kengo, when we were in, was it Anaheim together? Is that where Kengo won, or was that Florida?
No, he won Orlando.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
he's our
Orlando. That
reigning
was just
defending
the other day.
champion.
Oh,
Cool.
look at that humble face.
Hey Andy. Yeah, okay, cool. So you just came back in time. Kengo's back, chat. Let everybody know our defending champion has arrived. Campeon! You made it.
Hey, Lance.
Hi, Lance. Chris, how we
Chris DeFerio says hi.
doing? Take it over.
Yeah. Well, hello, you dirty scum, and welcome back to Coffee Fest. We have Kengo, who was running late but is now officially in the building, about to take over this entire comp. Fun fact about Kengo: when we were in, oh, there we go with audio. When we were in, I was gonna say Florida, my least favorite state. No diss, just kidding. Kengo and I were gonna go against each other in a round at a throwdown. And hello, are you gonna come join me? Side co-host, yes, no? Everyone's being silly here. Anyway, Kengo was. Oh, I'm reading the chat. Sorry, everybody. My ADD is burning right now. Anyway, we were at a throwdown, and Kengo was there, and I was there, and it was us against each other. And Kengo poured this beautiful monster tulip, and I poured a hollow heart, typical. And then he spilled his pour. And so the round was pretty tight. And so I looked over at him and I spilled my pour in front of the judges so that we could be judged equally for the skill that we put down, because the game matters first. The game over everything. That's what I say. You know, you don't want to win just because you can. You want to win because it's fun and it's a fair sport. Lancy Fancy, it's so good to hear from you. I absolutely miss you, and I need to come back out to Porto. Javi, are you back in, or are you going to go to the bathroom? It's okay. All right. We have Josiah already steaming his milk, checking on that shot. At about this point is usually when I would prefer my milk to already be done. But yeah, equal time is totally fine. Both the competitors have enough time to pour heck 3 drinks. Kengo's already pouring a drink. Fantastic. Oh, those nerves are real. But Kingo understands the concept of getting low to the cup and creating that contrast, which a lot of other competitors have kind of been struggling with today. Kingo is crushing this pour, actually giving kind of a like handled take on, kind of giving old Lance vibes, Lance, but like you're a little cleaner in that regard. But it's reminding me of the kind of pours you would submit, except obviously not handleless. and not you. Little asymmetry looks like Kingo's gonna go back for a second pour, but he's also bobbing his head to the music because he's in it. That green sweater is taking names and leaving no prisoners. Little prayer to the sky he did just before the pour. All right. Josiah's gonna crush it. Let's go. Josiah's on the second drink too. Alrighty, y'all. Let's see. We've seen a lot of underdeveloped bases and a lot of missed connections for that first part of the base where you create that contrast. It looks like Josiah's gonna go for a second, even though his first is strong enough, arguably, to compete in this battle, I would say. I think that after looking at this Turner style tulip he's doing that y'all are looking at, he should go with the first pour. He should not go with the second pour. Oh yeah, easy peasy. I'd say set it down and take the speed. You already know, like, okay, it's okay. We won't be nitpicky. Looks like our live is a little paused. Kingo here is with a beautiful, okay, so this is actually a challenging one. So we have Kingo here with a beautiful winged tulip. Looks like a wing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So, you good? Awesome. And then you have Josiah here with a more Turner style wing tulip. You have your wing solid, and then 4 and another top heart. I can't count anymore. I was really bad at geology growing up, and so I'm not really good at maths. I like to say maths with an S, kind of like Europeans. I also like to only talk in Celsius and kilograms usually. It's a flex. I'm not good at it, and I usually get it wrong. And we're gonna go down the points for this system right here. It's actually a pretty challenging one to talk about because these are both elite pours. Kingo is definitely coming in with a lot of line clarity in that base and in those top hearts at the very top half of the pour. A little bit of muddiness in that second ripple. It really should have stuck and whipped it a little harder and also maybe even a little deeper in the cup, but that's arguable to the style I prefer. Then you have Josiah over here. A little bit muddy, does not have line clarity, but might argue has difficulty. But judges are already ready, so I'd otherwise go through the rest. But let's see. Hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Kingo moved on. I agree with that call. That's a tough one, though. That's a tough one. Oh, it looks like the reason I'm confused on the live stream. You need to reload that, Javi. Welcome back, Javier. Javi, I can't do this without you. I need your banter.
You're back. Get this action back rolling.
Can you reload this page?
All right, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, 100.
Go to the chat.
Go to the chat. All right.
Yeah, I would agree with Lance's call there.
What did I miss? Who got that?
Kango came in with hot fire, but also Josiah had a beautiful pour as well. It really could have gone either way, but Kango did have execution, definitely line clarity, definitely.
I'm super happy they got to battle.
That color was crazy on Kango's too.
Are you talking about the sweater or the pour?
Haha, that's funny. Yeah, better late than never, I guess, right? Coming in here, coming in last second, taking some people out.
I know.
I think if I was the other competitor, I'd be a little annoyed at that. I'd be like, yeah, you should have been here when your time was here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look at the rule book on that one, but you know,
it's okay. Champions can't be alternates.
Yes, I guess so.
Some rules that have been broken.
Some rules that have been broken, but we're back. Action, 130 people in the chat. Thank you so much.
130 people. is 130 dirty people here.
That's right. No.
Let's go.
So my favorite to win it all, and we have Andy Liang Wang from San
He's
Fran.
your favorite? That's
Yes,
your favorite?
that's my favorite. He's my favorite barista.
Andy's my faves. I didn't get to see Andy when I was in San Fran recently,
Oh,
but I felt him in spirit.
very cool. And then on the other side in the yellow machine we have Julie, amazing coffee
I
consultant.
wish you would lead with their names. It's Julie on the yellow machine, not the yellow machine has Julie. The yellow machine is not important here, Javi. Julie's important here.
Julie is important.
And also, you're mispronouncing it. It's Julie.
Julie.
I just thought you should know
versus
that. It's actually
NDI.
like French, sort of.
Is it? Is it Julie? Debatable. Debatable.
Yeah,
For
competitors are dressing up, and the competitors often dress up. I typically will dress up in something like a button-down,
Well, I
something
think
nice.
I think as people have seen the live and the production that we have put in through, they know that all eyes are on them.
I'll say this as well. This is becoming a bigger production, and these competitors are coming nicer and nicer every year. But there is something formal about. Ooh, I had to stop what I was saying just to look at that. Wow, Andy coming in with the
Yes. Let's go.
sweater
Oh.
and the stacks. Look at that.
Fearless. Fearless.
So we're seeing something. We're seeing something. Oh, wow.
Oh,
So the cameras narrowly missed it.
but Julie with the
Julie
speed
just like took that speed point last second.
absolutely. That's a veteran move, stealing that speed point. But will it be enough for Julie to move on?
Lance, you and Donnie are calibrated in your barefoot and shorts attire. I honestly, I think. Wait,
Oh, that follow through by Julie is heartbreaker.
these are switched. Switch the names on these, but yes. No, I'm
they're right.
wrong.
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
they're right.
I was reading incorrectly.
No. All right. So
This is tough.
I think it is though.
Line clarity, color distribution on Andy, 100%. Some execution issues on both sides. Andy needs to be pushing in these top heart layers. They are just not going all the way. Either push the ones that are before your final stack, or do the final stack hard enough that they all wrap. Like, do something. You can't leave it hanging like that. Middle layer needs more forward push as he's doing that ripple because it's not closing up. But the wing is immaculate, a little underdeveloped in the inner part of the wing, but it's still going right, obviously.
Yeah. Lance said it's thin milk.
It is thin milk.
It is thin milk.
It is thin milk. But that cut through on the other side is just so thick, it's almost unforgivable,
I
even
know,
though that's not the point.
I know.
It's tough.
It's tough.
I mean, you got speed for Julie, and I mean, I don't.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go line clarity, color distribution for Andy,
Yeah.
degree of difficulty, and then execution for Julie.
Maybe.
Speed for Julie, clean cup for Julie. It's gonna come down to symmetry,
Yeah, which I think.
and it could actually go to Julie because there's less symmetrical errors, even though technically I would lean right.
Interesting. What do I know?
I'm still going right, but I know Chris counts the points, so that's why he
All
counts
right.
the individual mistakes. All right, Javi, be quiet.
Well, Andy, moving on.
I also think because we're not looking at these up close, but I feel like in person this is thin, but it just pops. It just pops
Yeah,
better.
absolutely.
It's
I
just
mean,
gonna be, it's an impressive.
those wings are up all the way high.
Yeah.
I did think Andy got a little greedy on that extra drop at the end.
Honestly, I think he could have done one more push in that section before that final heart to fully wrap it. I think it was underdeveloped.
Interesting. That's how much.
Not
I
enough of
know.
his stuff was wrapping up.
All right.
More intentionality, but very good. But he can do better.
We have Alex Sanchez on the yellow machine end,
Oh.
and then we have
Thank you
Haley
for doing that.
Henderson on the blue machine.
We've got the yellow machine with Alex over here, and then we got the blue machine with Haley over here.
That's right. Alex, brother of Julian, been pouring his
I always
best.
forget that.
Yeah,
I
baby
always
bro.
forget that.
Baby bro, inspired, maybe 2 years into the competition.
That's crazy.
You
Oh,
gotta-
look at him. Wow.
Yeah, it's great. Haley Henderson, veteran, making top 4 in, I believe, Anaheim last year. So, will Haley flow, Lance? Will Haley flow? So, I've been seeing the best of the best from Haley Henderson last year, so I'm hoping to see and expect the best of the best. Don't underestimate Alex if he's able to control his nerves.
Sorry, I just saw a photo. So our little faces got printed on the sheet where they're putting the photos up on the
Really?
stand.
That's
So I have a
great.
face of me being like,
Yeah, that's great.
it's so good.
Great. Let's
Lance, you're like the only person in this chat.
cool. Let's get it.
Can we
Yes.
get the other 79 people to
I
come
know,
into
right?
the chat and just get a? Can
Cool.
I get a yurt?
Can I get a year from
A
the
year?
chat? All right. Sam Calloway is in this lineup. Ben coming soon. So stand by. I'm excited to see what Sam's gonna pour. Right now we have Alex Sanchez versus Haley Henderson.
So I have a feeling we're going to see a combination of Alex is probably going to lean a little bit more like what he's learned from his family, I would assume, and it'll be more technically stacked, whereas Haley will probably be more flowy.
Yeah.
I think that's what I
agree.
would expect. That's why I'm gonna put a coin down.
Yeah. So what I like about Alex pouring stout is that he's been able to get those clear ripple lines on his base and bring them all the way up. That's usually always the hardest thing with baristas. It's getting those wings up, man.
I know how to do it.
You definitely do know how to do it. Oh, we got a yur. Oh, we got yurs in the chat. Let's go. Cool. We got different types of yurs.
No, but
we
we
got
lost
y'all.
5 people.
Huh? That's okay. They come and go. Let's go. All right, and we have Haley.
Oh, Haley is coming in with a really strong Rosetta.
Ooh, beautiful Rosetta
Oh,
by Haley
beautiful,
Henderson.
beautiful.
Beautiful veteran pour.
Oh, the nice side eye.
I know.
Giving the side eye to your
Vintage
competitor.
Haley.
Yeah, you gotta give a little shark eyes.
I know.
Just checking on the
That's
competitor,
it.
even though you already put your cup down. Just cleaning the station. Just cleaning the
Just cleaning
station.
the
That's such a. I do that.
I know.
I clean the station. Sometimes I like stack a house of cards. I walk away. I come back. Knocked over my cards.
Question for you.
Me?
During battle, will you clean your steam wand or will you let it dirty?
I always clean. It's
Always.
within the motion of my hands are so I'm not taking an extra second to clean it. When I pull the pitcher off of the steam wand, my hand is already above it, doing the opposite. So if I have the pitcher in one hand and I have my hand with a rag, just gonna set it down. Oh, Haley coming in with just a flawless
Haley
pour.
Henderson, ladies
Maybe
and
the best
gentlemen.
pour of the day.
Maybe no,
For some of the flow.
best pour of
Some of the symmetry
day
issues
one.
in the stock there, and in the
Yes.
very beginning where she didn't quite connect the base symmetrically on that first push, but very strong.
Very, very strong.
Beautiful, Rosie.
Alex.
Haley is doing an interesting thing where she's pulling back on the Rosie stock, and she's not leaning the pitcher forward very much, creating more room for these Rosie layers. But they have this slight. They don't quite shape the same way that when you have a forward flow, there's kind of a hook to each one of the little Rosetta leaves. So that's not quite there. She's a little hesitant on the flow, but honestly, it's one of the prettiest pours.
Yeah.
Very good.
One of the best pours of the day. Well done, Haley.
The base is stunning. Yeah, base is stunning. Beautiful separation of that color. That's what we call, when we say color distribution, we're talking about that.
Yep. Agreed.
Mixing the brown and white in that way. You always want momentum in your milk to get better color distribution and obviously good texture.
Speaking about momentum, we have our friend Jayo from Nashville, Tennessee against another Frizone Espresso barista, Mr. Robert Mello, co-founder.
So Jayo, why is your middle name Jayo? When you know it's not Gio. He's giving me the guns from across the room.
Shout out Jayo.
Jayo and I have gone really close over the years. I kind of like to think of Jayo as, he's a therapist. He's a friend. He's a mentor. Yeah. He's a god.
Yes,
He
pours great, making a top 3 in, I believe, was Anaheim.
Yeah, but let's not forget the time that I knocked him out for 4th. I got 3rd, he got 4th. Let's not forget that. He's a god to me, but I'm not going to let him live that down.
Yes, never let them down.
Never forget, Jayo.
Never forget.
I knocked you out once. He heard me.
Words.
He knows.
From
He's
the competitive
rags
side
like a good
of the
barista.
grind. So almost done with day one of our local competition. Coming to the second half of the bracket. Gio almost being a throwdown.
Yo,
27th.
so Lance, Gio, this is so interesting you're saying that because Gio and I realized we met each other at the KYTNT,
That's
and we
awesome.
didn't know that. So Gio and I met a long time ago, and we had no idea, and we reconnected as closer friends after we had already battled against each other back in the day in 2020, 2021, rather 2021. But then when we met again in 2022 and became closer friends out in Anaheim, we realized we made that connection. We're like, holy crap, we've known each other for a long time.
I
What's
know.
up, my friend?
What's up, Rob? What's going on?
What's up?
What's up? What's up, chat? Rob's like, I'm not. I don't need to prepare for my battle. You always ready? Oh, we're getting a real dial.
Yeah, and Lance, that must have been during the time that you were doing all those travels.
Yes.
2017. Probably was
Appreciate
near
everybody
the end
on
of
the
that,
chat, international chat we have here.
right? Bongo Java, let's go.
Let's go.
Wait, is that what he said it was?
Can we throw some flags if you're
Let's get some.
international in this chat? Let us know where you're watching the stream from. All right. Looks like we got a little bit of some talent issues, but we're clearing up. We're ready to
Let's
go.
Bongo Java. Let's go.
Cool. Oh yeah. So milk cannot be in the picture before the clock starts. So just wanna Joshua
Who did
right
that?
there. Yeah, letting
did
Robert
that?
know
Who was
to
it?
put back the milk. Mr.
I'll get you.
Roberto.
I'll call you out.
Every second counts.
I'll call
You
you
can't
out.
have the milk.
I'll make sure
in
your
your
friends,
hand.
your family, and your mom knows.
So the guest judge would be
We have
Twiz. Lance.
Twiz.
Yes, he's no longer a guest. He's now becoming our regular
Yeah,
third
Twiz
judge.
is taking over.
Yes. So Lance, I don't know if you know, but this is Chris's last Coffee Fest.
Chris is retiring so he can compete in New Orleans.
So, yeah, so
That's a joke. He might
No.
do it, though. He might do it.
he might do it. He said give him a couple months, and he'll be on the bracket. I would love to see that.
I think it'd be a
I think
fantastic bracket.
Yeah, I think so
He'd
too.
pour that weird chunky rosy he does every time
I
during
know.
the fest when he's explaining the rules. And he'd be like, I know it very well. I know this for sure.
Denmark in the house, man.
It would be really funny. Denmark's here. Let's go. It'd be really funny if he does compete, but when he gets here, he starts to explain the rules to everybody.
I know.
And then he like creeps up on the table and tries to vote. And you're
I
like,
know,
come
it's
on,
great.
Chris.
He's
you
like,
gotta get out of
"Wow."
here." Have you tried my new breakfast cereal, Christopherio's? Part of
No.
the balanced breakfast.
Nice.
Christopherio's. You'll be the judge. Are they good?
Thank you, 392 Cafe. We appreciate it. Long hours
Let's go, Porto,
and
Portugal.
preparation to prepare for this
Porto,
live.
Portugal.
Glad you guys are tuning in.
San Francisco.
Porto, Portugal. Love it.
Nice. Nice little flair you
Hey,
did
like
there.
that, right?
I feel like you just chopped off letters and
I know.
assumed that was correct.
Yeah, I think
don't
so.
know if that's
I think
actually
so.
like, technically
No,
right.
I think Porto
You're going,
is a part in Portugal.
Porto, ba, 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 ba. And I'm like, oh wow, your
San Diego,
pronunciation's
let's
flawless.
go. All right, Gio pouring with
Jayo.
an Ivy.
Jayo is giving like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Gio.
Like
I know.
Jayo.
Oh.
Jayo's gonna do a wing. It looks like triple solid with an underfilled cup.
Underfill cup.
It's tough, but not bad. Not bad.
Not
Worth
too bad.
taking. Worth taking.
So what would you do in that? That
It's tough. I'm a bad competitor. I'm a bad person to reference. I had my day. I don't have it anymore. I would definitely. It depends on if I saw it up close, but usually I would probably take it.
All right, let's go
see it,
Nashville.
let's see it. I would take that.
I like that.
No,
I like
that's
that.
not. That's
Is that? Yep,
Robert?
that's Rob's
That's
first
Rob's.
four. They're both going for a second four.
No,
Oh,
Rob's gonna take it.
Rob with the speed point. Well done, Rob.
43 seconds.
Strategic
Tons
move.
of time. Giles already got his milk.
Yeah.
The last time Giles competed, I walked up to Josh and I was like, hey, his name is actually, it's Gio, not Gio. And he's like, no, you're messing with me. And I said, no, it's Gio. It's short for Giovanni.
Oh,
And then he kept calling him Gio.
it's hilarious. It's great.
Giles gonna take his.
All right. See, that's always what I think about, right? You try to go for a second pour, you sacrifice your speed point, but then you go back to your first pour.
It's tough.
So
Yeah, I
will
actually agree with you, Lance. The base is underdeveloped.
yeah.
The base is underdeveloped. You as a barista have a choice of how many ripples end up in your base. You can cut it prematurely, you can keep it going. Honestly, in this example, Giles is leaning for sure, but had he had it perfectly symmetrical, I think it would have been a bit stronger.
No,
It's
and
a
then
little chunky.
you mentioned the underfill. I wonder if that's
Yeah, but looks like Rob has an underfill too.
yeah.
It looks like Giles does not have a dirty cup,
No,
nor does Robert.
no,
Oh
that's
no,
Rob.
Robert does. Robert has
Yeah,
a
just a
has a
little
base.
bit, a little thick on the gyro lines.
All right, so let's cut through it. I think Robert has degree of difficulty. I think Gio might arguably have maybe execution. It's that base on Rob's is definitely not what Rob was trying to do. Um,
Yeah,
Symmetry, I gotta go Rob.
yeah. Difficulty goes to Rob.
Yeah, difficulty, execution,
Speed.
symmetry, and speed.
Oh,
That's tough, but I kind of feel like in a DeFario-esque twist, it could still go Gio's way.
true, true.
Left is much better milk. The trouble is the milk should be somewhere in between both of these, honestly. Or at least for Rob. Rob isn't getting close enough to the surface to develop that base. Had he got closer to the surface, that natural flow would have come out more, and he'd have more separation of the lines. He wouldn't have to focus so much on rippling so tight. He could take his time and he'd get that color distribution, which Gio kind of has, even
I
with
know,
puffier
I
milk.
know. I think I like Robert on here. I
I
think that speed point, Gio deciding not to take the speed
I think I
point.
agree with that. The speed point
Ah,
sucks.
such a tough decision. A split second. You know you can pour your best, but are you willing to sacrifice the speed? Will it cost Gio the match? We will find out. Shout out Austria. Thank you for tuning in. The Bay, we love you.
I think
Texas, you know how we feel about Texas. We love you guys.
some love and some hate.
More love.
I know, I know.
More love. Uh,
I'm gonna say, looking at this, as far as like execution, I actually think Gio has execution. I'm changing my mind
all right.
because Gio has some symmetry issues, but you can't double whammy somebody. Symmetry is maybe it's execution issues, but this one over here, that base is almost invisible.
Yeah, we will
Gio
see.
at least got most of his base in there.
We will see. I think. I don't know. The judges are deciding.
You have the advanced layer stuff.
So what is Swiss talking right here to the judges about?
Twiz is probably talking about how those side is bricked. I would assume, and he's not getting color in those lines. They're probably having a debate about line clarity
Gotcha.
or the base execution. I don't know.
See, this is what I love to hear. I'd love to
Twiz
get
could be
that
saying a lot of
insight of
things.
what the judges are talking about.
Twiz is
What
probably like, I like cheese pizza more than pepperoni. I don't eat pepperoni pizza. I'll take anchovies though.
do you like pineapples in your pizza?
I like honey on my pizza.
Okay.
So I'm a big proponent on honey on pizza, which is totally the topic we should be on right now. Spicy honey, and you have my heart. You
Looks like
marry me.
Lance has got Robert on here, so we will see.
Say that again.
Lance has voted Rob.
Here we go.
Moment of truth.
right.
Robert with a huge win. Robert's been an OG in the New York latte art scene for 15 years. Never getting over the hump, taking down
Very
an
crazy. Wow.
incredible competitor in Gio. And that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. We will see. We will see. The show must continue.
It doesn't have to.
It doesn't have to,
We
but
can
it.
stop early.
But we cannot.
Who's
we
next?
have fans from Austria. We gotta keep
Oh.
going.
Who's next? Kenji? Kenji has a blend of styles that reminds me a lot of myself, Twiz. Very much like Bolchi and Tulip inspired. Some Kenny Smith inspiration, even though I think he learned about that a little later in time. Some of those like mixing layers. Essentially, all the stuff that makes latte art has kind of already been done, and nowadays we're just doing different combinations. A lot of the combinations we've already seen, but as far as keeping it consistent, like Kenji and Comp, I've never seen someone like
In 2
slice
years.
through comp like it's nothing. Like nerves don't
I know.
seem to be a factor for Kenji.
But we
Which
got
is
Andrew
crazy.
Choi
It's crazy.
on to the
Oh,
yellow
wait, we have
machine.
Hooligans too?
Yes. So
Oh,
do
that's
not
tough.
underestimate Andrew.
That's tough.
Kenji, multiple time champion. Let's go.
If Kenji wins this, he'll be going for his third championship
Third
within 3
championship.
years. Pretty good.
Yes. Winning a championship every year for the last 2 years.
Kenji self-reportedly has an 80% plus win rate.
Yes.
I don't really look at those metrics. I look more on an overall arcing aesthetical value to an industry. I'm just talking my shit.
Kenji representing the H-Town.
Kenji's my baby. He's
blacksmith.
Kenji is like, I feel like Kenji replaced me. Like
What?
my parents had an extra baby and it was Kenji. And he came
It's-
and he's like, now he's the Greenway baby.
That's true.
And I went to New York and I got mugged a few times.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to my life? My reality shifted. All right, we're in the pour.
Will in the pour.
Dual
All
pours.
right. Looks like a wing tulip by Kenji.
It's a wing pause. Ooh. Oh, simple. Okay.
Simple.
Looks like Kenji's not doing what I thought he was gonna do.
Oh, back for a second pour by the 2-time champion.
Oh, those nerves are gonna kill you. Dude. That's crazy. It's so tough. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's a pretty good tulip though.
Oh,
but
he's running
it's
out
just-
of room. Oh, 109. Will he go for a second
Talk
pour?
about saving it.
Oh,
I think he should. Honestly, that's tight. He
yeah.
should do
Well,
another one because
he's
you've already
going
lost
for
2
another one.
points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under a minute. Andrew is going for a second pour. He may know that it's not good enough.
Anybody who doesn't know this right now, if you can't see it, Kenji has a beautiful stuffed animal on top of the machine. I'm assuming it's from Abby. I would assume.
Is that Shrek?
Because Abby is
No.
not here with him. Abby is his partner.
Oh, is there a camera in the little thing? That'd be cool.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just the sentimental value.
Oh,
With the heavy integration, very Twiz.
cool. Shout out to the
Cannot.
Tanakas on the chat. I know you guys are watching.
Get it, Kenji. I always watch Kenji and I always go, you made me so proud.
Oh,
Like
oh.
where you came from, where you're going. Like I'm so proud of Kenji.
All right.
Oh, with 7 seconds, he's gonna set it down.
Yes. Putting it down.
Ah,
1 and Andrew gets his pour down. Way to go, Andrew.
let's see these pulls.
Let's see these pours.
You know, I give him a
Alright.
hard time, but I think
Ooh.
I look up to Kenji.
So do I.
I look up to that man. He's so strong. I
He's
mean, look
always-
at that.
He's always the man to beat. I mean,
Always beat me.
if this was a betting sport, which will be one day, he's odds favorite always to
We
win
should
this
take
competition.
Bets. I'll take bets with you right now. I'll do
No
it illegally
bets
on
over
air.
here.
We'll take bets. I mean, we can take a,
Hey, there
we
you
can take a
guys
little
are.
peek in this. We can talk about it. But
Yeah, let's talk
is,
about it.
Kenji is going to dominate this round, and that Kenji has a lot of flow, a lot of color distribution, a lot of line clarity, a little bit of some thinness going on, but just at that cusp of almost perfect.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of like, there's this overwrapping thing, which can be seen as either aesthetically difficult or aesthetically simple. It depends on how you like to approach that pour.
Interesting.
These
Yeah.
little hooks are the desired result of overwrapping, the
Mm.
ones that are going around the layer that is an infused layer in the middle.
I did not notice
If you
that.
can get those, I think it looks beautiful. If you don't get those, I think it's failed execution.
Interesting. And do you
Um,
like? So I know this is I've gotten this from you, but do you like the stretched part on the top part?
What do you mean, like
Like
how long
stretch
it is?
it. You know.
That doesn't bother me.
No.
I think I would prefer a stretched heart over a puffy one.
Interesting. Okay.
As long as it's sharp, though that is a half heart, and half a heart is, I won't say unforgivable, but has hurt me in the past as a competitor.
Yeah, looks like Kenji may get the unanimous vote here. Way to go to Andrew to
I just
get a
think
pour down.
difficulty is going Kenji, speed is going Kenji, right? Line clarity, color distribution.
Kenji Tanaka. Very cool. But shout out Andrew. You poured strong. Way to go. Hope to see you next time. All right. On
They're
to the
your
next.
arms
I
are still so
know.
soft. Why are they so
I don't
soft?
know.
I want to like steal your arms.
All right. We have a little West Coast East Coast battle, and we have Kevin Kuman and Ivan Kaigo Lau. All right. So Ivan on the yellow machine, a veteran in this competition, took a break
I'm
from the
so
local scene.
thank you. I'm sorry to interject. Thank you for correcting that after I told you that. I
Yeah.
was totally joking with you. You can say yellow machine, blue machine,
No,
green
no,
machine.
I am here to improve, man. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We're gonna get Calvin on the blue machine, Ivan on the yellow machine slash mustard color. Whedon boys. All right. Way to go. Kelvin's got some fans. Jeremy Stone.
Lance is talking about the last round with execution. I do agree. The execution was not there. I would have. I don't think either one got execution. Honestly, I wish you could take away the points because they don't. You shouldn't get it if you didn't earn it.
Interesting.
But
Interesting.
it is a one. It is a point to be point game.
That's right. We got fellow Austin native Jess DJ on deck. Excited. I got to see him in Texas. He's super stoked to be here in New York City, competing at his first local tournament. So we're gonna end strong here. Hey, I woke up in the moon. All right, Mr. Kaigo Coffee Room, a veteran in this competition. Well, we've seen Calvin before in this competition, and
Yeah, and but you
usually,
said wait. Does he work? Ivan works at or co-owns right
yeah, he's the co-owner of Kaigo Coffee.
with Chung.
With, that's right, Mr. Chung.
Chung is so cool. Chung when Chung won second or third.
Second.
Chung made a copy of his trophy, and when I went into I went into his shop and I was like, "Oh, your trophy's here," and he's like, "No, that's the duplicate."
That's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
It's pretty hilarious.
It's inspiring.
And then he just retired after that.
Yeah, he was the champion to be. He
I
was
know,
gonna be
it's
the one.
so good. But it happens.
He'll come back.
And we're off to it.
Beautiful angle. Oh, underdeveloped base. You gotta keep your ripples up,
Ooh.
even if it's thin. Just keep going. Okay, he's
Oh,
ditching. I
yeah.
would ditch here too.
Interesting.
This is the right call. If you're seeing it's not working from the beginning, leave. Do
Yes.
something different.
I love this veteran move by Ivan. You keep your time. You have a minute and 30, plenty
Yeah.
of time to reset.
Pretend
and
like
go
you
at it
never
again.
even made the mistake.
Yeah, absolutely.
What mistake? What are you talking about?
Some people continue
This
to
is
finish
also
their pour.
why I there's a theory like there's a theory you could do is you could split shots and you could have two milks ready and you could always double do the milk, like you could do a different milk. You could in theory go a lot faster
Interesting.
if you were to plan it. You could split two shots and have 4 cups with espresso and do 2 big batches of milk with the same time, and just you wouldn't be able to pour all 4 pours, but you have the option of continuing until you don't.
Will you sacrifice
I
contrast?
think 3
for
is
that?
the most. What?
Will contrast be sacrificed if split in a shot?
Use a smaller cup.
Use a smaller cup. Words of wisdom by the champ.
So you're gonna have a smaller
All
shot.
right. All right.
More
Flow,
gentle,
flow,
get more
Ivan.
technical, it'll look
There
more
you
interesting
go.
anywhere.
He's flowing. Look at this angle, ladies and gentlemen.
That's great. This is what
Look
you
at
paid
this.
for, Javi.
This is what we paid. Yes. This is what I paid for. All right.
They picked the winner weeks ago. That's actually really funny.
That's hilarious,
That's really
man.
funny.
Way to go. Sick.
I believe it. That's hilarious. Wow.
Way to go, Ivan.
Give it a
Making
high
the
five.
veteran decision to cut his first pour halfway, resetting, and ending with a really, really good pour.
Oh, beautiful.
130 people on the live. That is a new record. Thank you so much. And we're breaking
Are you
records.
plugging yourself right now?
No, not at all.
Everybody
I'm just excited.
unfollow Espresso's State
No.
of Mind and go follow Instagram.
Yes, do that. She has awesome content.
Every
Thank
once
you
in
for
a
having
while.
me. All right. Ivan.
Beautiful. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
So
it. Okay.
we have Ivan and we have
Kelvin.
Kelvin, sorry.
Yes.
For Larry. I should just know that.
Yeah. So
I think I'm leaning Ivan for execution, Kelvin for line clarity. That line clarity is a little thin milk though, but it is a point game. Degree of difficulty,
Difficulty.
Ivan, and
Yep.
then who had speed?
Kelvin has
Kelvin has
speed.
speed, so it's 2-2. I mean, I think I'm leading Ivan on this one, but it is tough. That cut through with that little
I
driblet,
know.
those
That
driblets get you. But there's some symmetry issues
Maybe
going on with Kelvin, especially
yeah.
in the bottom. There's a little bump right there.
Very true.
Definitely these stalks in the middle, these leaves, are not equal on both sides. Had it had been, have the right side of these leaves been identical on the left, I think this would have been a stronger pour, even though it was thin and a little underdeveloped overall. It's tough though. It's missing sections, you
Very,
know? It's
very,
missing.
very, very tough.
If we're judging half a pour,
Yeah,
am I
maybe.
being too harsh?
No, you're
It's
being
beautiful.
accurate.
It's beautiful.
I think it looks like Ivan's got it.
I think
So
Ivan's got it.
the love on the chat for DJ is real. CJ, what's up, Jess? Let's go. We got a fan club for first timer DJ.
All right, let's
All
go,
right.
DJ. I'm
Let's
down for
go,
that
DJ.
too. I have to be unbiased,
Yes, unbiased.
but I want you to win.
So do I. I want to win one day.
Then stop hosting.
I know, but someone's got to do it.
It's your fault.
I know it's my fault. Going against DJ, we have Jake Bear. So
It's Jacques.
Jacques Bear
Yeah.
against Austin's native DJ. I got to meet DJ in our Texas tour. Great people supporting our San Antonio event. Shout out to the fans. It's all rigged like the Super Bowl. Yo, Dan, you're hilarious. You're hilarious. All right, let's go, Jake. We got Jake fans. We got DJ fans. We'd like to see more fans. All
Oh,
right.
that's
All right. Looks like our judges are ready. Hopefully. It always worries me when they take long. It always
It
goes
does,
with the
yeah.
opposite
They-
direction from what we think. Could we have missed anything?
What? No, we
No,
know,
right?
we know.
We know. We hope we know.
I know. Unless this is one of those trick decisions.
Oh.
Trick vote. Imagine DeFerrio's just like trick.
Yes.
This whole thing was a joke.
Oh.
We have a split decision. Neither of you win.
Yeah. We have a
Or
split
we have
decision.
unanimous. You all have to leave.
You guys are pouring again.
We have a unanimous decision. You all have restraining orders now.
Shout out 392 crew
I'm gonna be honest though.
representing.
Oh, let's go 392.
Yeah.
Y'all are the goat.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. There is not a room on earth that is more nerdy than this room right now. This is like
This is it.
when God created us all. I don't think this is what he or she was intending. I feel like
Look, when we weren't being
I don't
invited
wanna
to the
bend
party.
you and your soft arms. I want to keep you with some grit. But
This is my secret moisturizer.
you need to fucking sorry, touching. You give me the plug on that moisturizer.
I know. All right.
Please don't let latte artist be on my tombstone.
Yeah.
That's all I have
Fun
to say.
fact about DJ: he's
Yeah.
5'7"
that a
and
real
wears a
fact?
size 13 shoe.
That's a great fun
That
fact.
see, Jess, this is what we need. We need more
Fun
fun
fact
facts.
about Kelvin
Yes.
is he's a really great measurement of temperature.
Can I get a fun fact about Jake as we wait for these amazing judges to decide?
Oh yeah. Why don't we give a fun fact about Josh?
Yeah.
Fun fact about Josh, he's done like 60 of these.
Oh, I think
I-
he's definitely done more. He's gone to Hawaii twice. You imagine Coffee Fest in Hawaii? He's done it twice.
DJ is getting so much love in the chat.
No.
We just want to thank you all to the chat who's supporting DJ. You guys are the goats.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Let's go, DJ.
Let's go DJ. I'm biased now. I'm
I
gonna
know, I'm
change my
biased
opinion.
too.
I don't care who wins. DJ has to win.
No, we love y'all. We love y'all. Let's go, Jake.
Can't we all just win? Can't we all win
Can
equally?
we all just get along?
Can we just all get out of here and go eat some ice cream together? Like,
So, fun fact about Jake. He's a
oh,
killer.
Jayo's in the chat. Sorry, Cruise Fest is a secret inside joke. We are going to try to develop a coffee fest style bracket on a cruise.
Love it.
I am honestly, we're going to try to aim for when the boat's tipping back and forth.
I know. I know.
That's the goal.
Yeah, it's the
And
goal.
so I really want to do it where on the way there, you battle out for your spot in the bracket. On the way back, you get in the bracket. Like it's where you are in the bracket. We'll do it. We'll talk about it later, Javi. I interrupted you. What were you gonna say?
No. Just want to like a fun fact about Jake. He's a killer at volleyball, representing the PNW.
That's
So PNW
awesome.
strong.
Is there a lot of volleyball in PNW?
I guess. Who knows?
I know there's a lot of trees.
There is a lot of trees, a lot
There's
of coffee
not.
shops.
Ethan's saying there's no volleyball.
There's no
on
volleyball in PNW.
I'm realizing now I say volleyball. It's volleyball.
Volleyball.
Volleyball. It's
Volleyball.
volleyball.
King Jakey, as they're calling him in the chat, against wow, this whole chat's on DJ and Jake. Let's go. These judges have waited too long. I think they're gonna go Calvin because
I honestly, I agree with you.
I don't see why else they would vote this long or take this long, but
We have Lance Hedrick in the chat saying, fun fact about DJ, I don't know him, but his friend Patrick is sexy and is a past coworker. But sexy comes first. All right, we have a decision ready. Okay. I mean, let's say that it could have gone either way. The fact that the judges were waiting that way, something was going on at the table. I don't know what it was.
There was definitely a disagreement going on.
Something was happening.
But they got it right. I think
They
Ivan
calibrated.
moved on.
That was interesting.
Way to go. A little sweat, but shout out Calvin, Born Strong, repping LA, I believe. So shout out. But we're here, the moment that this chat's been waiting for. DJ versus Jake, the volleyball master.
Okay, up next. Well, you already said it. Oh, yes. Always touch the top of the machine. Get those digits warm.
Yes.
Another good technique is to slap your fingers.
All right, we are ready to go. DJ is ready. Tampin.
I think I met DJ earlier.
Very cool.
DJ's first, right?
This is his first, yes.
His first.
Yes.
Whew.
Definitely a big fan of Emily Ryan.
Really?
Yes,
Who's
huge
that?
fan. A good little bird next to me.
That's an existential question, actually.
Yeah, I know.
don't
Deep. It's deep. We don't have enough time.
Start cracking on camera.
Yes. So shout out Oscar for lending DJ his picture. You're the real MVP, Oscar. This is what we need. We need the little insights, the little things that we don't know.
What about the picture?
That's Oscar's picture.
Oh, I love that.
Both first timers. Thank you, Jayo.
Wait, where is Jayo? Is Jayo
Jayo's
here?
in the chat. He's
'Cause
not
Jayo's
here
at the
commenting in the
convention.
chat. All right. Both locked in. Jake deciding to go double headphones.
Jayo.
I'm always worried about the
Say double
headphones.
headphones? Oh,
Yeah, because I'm always worried about like not being able to hear that milk steam. What do you think?
I thought you meant putting headphones on top of your headphones, but I know what you mean now. You definitely want one headphone to hear the milk, but honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. You can feel the milk.
That's true. You
I
can't
can
feel it.
see milk without headphones or sight. You don't need it. But in
So-
Coffee Fest, you might want it.
Looks like GJ with the speed point.
We have Jake. Hey, DJ has a pretty good port,
Yeah.
but we are seeing that asymmetry happen again. I think that Jake is gonna take that first one.
All right.
If he's taking his time, he's taking the port. If
Yeah.
you're taking your time, you're taking the port.
Absolutely. All right. Looks like Jake likes. Looks like Jake likes.
That's
Way
cool,
to
calm,
go.
collected, not even-
Give it up for Jake.
So this is actually, Jake's pour is reminding me a lot of the pours that I've done in the past where I've had issues with like darker coffees. Sometimes I don't texture to the proper amount.
Mm.
And it does this kind of look, we'll see it in a second on the screen, where everything is like still there, but it's not quite as like immaculately, it doesn't grow into the cup as much.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Absolutely. So, yeah,
Nice,
we'll see it
some
in a second.
camaraderie there.
Both first timers feeling relieved that it is
See,
over.
so this, so like, see how it kind of like things don't stretch the way they normally
Yeah.
would? I have that issue personally. Whereas DJ here is using a wrapping technique. He's it's ripples, double stack, and then a one. I think that Jake has color distribution, line clarity that could be arguable up close. They both seem very
Yeah.
similar textures, but Jake really has the separation of color. So I would give him color distribution for sure. Degree of difficulty for sure.
And
Who had speed?
DJ's got speed.
DJ has speed. DJ also has symmetry.
He does definitely have
Actually, I
some-
take it back.
And he has difficulty, I think.
If we're gonna
Right?
count,
Or maybe not. 1, 2,
a ripple
3, 1.
ripple 2-1 is not as impressive to me as a ripple 1-1-3-1.
Fair.
I think right is definitely the call. If we were to count the symmetry issues on the right, we have the base is not consistent on both sides. That's
No.
1. So Twiz is counting that now. And then you have the second layer, which is a little asymmetrical, and you have the one above that, even more asymmetrical. But then the top 3 hearts and the top heart are perfect. The cut through is almost perfect. Look over to DJ. You have a little bit of, the base is completely missing on one side. Other than that, it's symmetrical, but the cut through's not. So there's a bit of a slice here. It depends on how many they count. I think Chris is gonna give DJ symmetry, but I give symmetry to Jake personally. If we're not being nitpicky,
Yeah.
visually I do. That's tough.
Yeah, I know. It's super
I'm leaning
tough.
Jake.
They both have symmetry issues,
Yeah.
but I think I'm with
Execution?
you. Execution.
I think Jake has execution.
Yeah. I wish
'Cause
DJ
Jake just
would have
has some issues.
separated those lines a little bit more and maybe added another layer. It looks like he wasted a lot of milk on the first 2 bases and ran out
So
of
this
room.
is interesting. When you do a base like what DJ is doing, DJ is rippling and then stacking more ripples, but not letting. Oh yeah, let him vote.
Hey! What do we know? Sid Heckman over here.
Yeah, I
at
don't
the
know anything.
commentary. We don't know. The judges know best. And
I think
DJ from
so-
Austin, Texas, moving on.
Fantastic
Way to go.
round, very beautiful. To finish that thought, with Jake's pour, I would say technically Jake's pour is a more complex pour to do, whereas a ripple double 1 it's really not that hard. You just have to be in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of development in the base. If you're making your ripples count as solid lines versus ripple bases.
Well, let me ask you a bit. Because I saw that Jake's pour had a lot of empty space in the cup. Do you think that has a lot to do with it when you're trying to judge? It's like how much of the full cup
Yeah.
that they use?
It's not technically a point, but it is a balance. It is a balance thing. So it could have counted against them more.
Oh. All right. So up next, going in hot, we have Christian versus Martin Huertes. So we got Mr. Puerto Rico, Christian, against Martin. All right. So
Let's
do we
it.
do
Oh,
we
you
have
get
any
to-
Christian fans? Do we
I love
have-
how you can see when people buy things from you.
I know.
So you know every time I buy a ticket or not.
Yes. Yes,
So
I
when you're
do.
like, Emily, just buy your ticket.
Yes.
And I don't do that, you know.
We call them dings. We call them dings. But back to the action. We have Christian on the blue machine. We have Martin on the yellow machine. Both lock and loaded. Both wearing headphones. Do we have Puerto Rico on the chat? Let us know. Puerto Rico in the building. One of the best pouring baristas that island has. Great to see them in the competition.
Patty's in the chat.
Yay! Shout out Patty. Congrats, Patty.
I don't know. Oh wow, we are down all the way to 1
Yeah.
minute and 15, and both competitors. It looks like Christian is just wrecking through that tulip. That is a
Wow.
monster tulip.
Wow.
Confident. Look at that. Not even spilling a drop. Gonna take it. He's gonna take it. Of course.
Do not underestimate Christian.
Gotta take it.
Winning a grand prize of $3,000 at the Montaña Throwdown in Puerto Rico.
Is that real? That's
Yes.
amazing. That's life changing for a lot of
Yes,
people.
life changing. As you see him now, buying his New York tickets as soon as he won.
Martin's good too, though. Oh, this might be one of the toughest battles of the whole day.
You gotta love these unique cups that these baristas are bringing to the competition.
I think that's what I'm gonna start doing.
I know.
I think I'm gonna start bringing cups, and they're gonna be like 3 Twiz pizza,
I know.
Twiz 3 cheese. You know,
But I
on the
love
side.
that. I love the creativity.
I
in
can't
it,
tell
you
if the
know?
cup spilled or if it's just that color. Oh, it's just the color.
Shout out to my boy Henry watching in the chat. Thanks for being friends with Joe Curry. Back to the action we got.
Lance, what the heck? Lance, are you saying you don't want to be with me at the party in Chicago? Because I'll be there.
Okay, Lance, we need you back in this latte art scene, man. This is why I started pouring, because I saw you win. So if it
What the
means
heck?
anything.
What the heck?
Well, you beat
I'm
me.
sitting right here.
He beat you, man. What can I say?
Stop it.
All right, back to the action.
Oh,
Okay.
that's tough.
Okay. Super tough.
That's really tough.
Yes.
It's tough because that base definitely warped.
I
It has
know.
such good flow, such good color infusion.
No, you gotta
Tough.
love it.
Tough. I'm leaning Christian based on execution, based on degree of
I
difficulty,
know.
based on speed, right?
Based on speed,
Speed.
that's right.
And honestly, symmetry. It's really tough. It looks like maybe even
I
clean
know,
cut
but
point too.
Martine's bass, man. I don't know. I
It's
just love.
beautiful.
I love a good bass. You know, I'm
This
a basic.
is reminding me.
All right. Yes,
Who
yes,
was that?
Lance. We are hosting a party
It's a big party,
on-
dude. It's always a big
on
party.
April 11th. Yeah, it is a big party.
They've
We'll be
the
dropping
last,
it soon next week.
Lance, you've missed out. The last parties that ESOMs have been hosting have been like club parties. They're always crazy. The one in SCA was, you didn't host that one, did you?
We did.
That was crazy. You had a live performer.
I know. It was nuts.
Dude, that venue was insane. It was a warehouse-sized venue with like levels to it, a rooftop view, and then an entire arena with a performer on stage. You were part of that? Or was that La
I'm
Marzocco?
not sure which party. That wasn't a throwdown.
That was La Marzocco.
Shout out to
I
La
take it
Marzocco.
all back.
Yeah, yeah.
They have the money for that.
Oh, Rodolfo, what's up? So it looks like I don't know. I think from first look at it, I think just off execution, symmetry, speed,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Martin's milk is thin.
Martin's milk is 10.
I'm gonna.
So
Yeah.
how much of that base do you give? Like how much credit does he get just for having that? Does he get?
It doesn't matter. It's so pretty. Had he not broken that base, he would have been a strong contender for this round. But I do think they're gonna give it to Christian.
Oh yeah.
That's tough though, because Christian has some muddling in the middle too.
Oh. But they've been given that.
And the cut through, they have actually.
They have been. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has all the points except for color distribution and line clarity.
Yeah.
Has all the other
The
points on the
chat's
right.
thinking Christian.
I agree. Man, that thin milk will get you.
I know.
That thin, it makes beautiful bases.
Yeah. I love how all these baristas always wear black. Like, can you
Yeah.
get some color?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all business over here in New York City.
Everyone's too serious.
Very serious. So, next up to the mission, we have Haya from New Jersey and James. Yes,
wait.
James.
Christian.
Oh!
Let's go, Christian. Wow.
Christian, moving on to the next round. Way to go, Martin, bro. Pouring strong.
Very beautiful, very beautiful.
Very nice base. Haya, James, East Coast, West Coast battle. Gotta love it. Good friends. They know each other. So it's great to see. In black, once again. Oh, Patty,
Let's
I
go
don't
Haya.
know.
Let's go, James. Haya. Not Haya's first competition,
right.
but newer to the scene in the last few years of the Latte.
Yeah.
James has been around. James is OG at this
Yeah,
point.
OG.
I've been seeing James at competition since I started. Chicago, I would
I know.
assume, was the first
Yeah, I
one.
know. You gotta love James. He's
I love
literally-
James.
Yeah.
One thing I love about James is sometimes he talks really fast, and he's always saying this point, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I just love that. I love that way of talking.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go, Patty. Cool, let's go. It's
Oh,
been a great day one, guys. Love it. Almost ending. Shout out to Ethan Sarley for holding down the live, making everything happen. Give him a little follow on
we need to
Instagram.
talk about Ethan for a second.
Yeah.
Ethan over here just about had an ulcer this morning trying to get this stuff set up, and came through like a superhero god.
Yes.
And Javi too. Javi, you were on the phone
Look.
trying to get the Wi-Fi to work.
Look.
Last second,
I
5
got
minutes
one
before the
job.
show started.
But we made it happen. Full coverage of our live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in for 3 hours. We appreciate it.
Yeah. James is still at it, and James does not look
Cool.
any different than when he started. Same haircut, same look. He has not aged a day. I'm pretty sure he might be a vampire.
No. Will he pour his signature Slowzetta?
I think he's gonna go hollow. He's been practicing hollows.
Oh, brother. We will see. I hope he does not pour hollow.
I don't either. I don't want him to do that.
Oh,
And highest following
he's
right
going
behind.
to Slowzetta.
You nailed it. A little
Yo.
underfilled.
Fill it
Pretty
up,
good.
Fill it up. Fill
But
it
I
up.
feel
Fill it
like
up.
if he went hollow, he'd really love that.
Who would?
He'd love the result. Haya's gonna go large round spout, or no, normal round spout, Harry size.
Yeah, Haya's been pouring fire lately, so I'm
Oh,
expecting.
Hyacinth is a beast. It looks like James is gonna go back for his second pour, but in the history of this competition, not his first.
Yeah, the thing is that Haya has to be committed to their pour. You know. Well, looks like Haya likes their pour.
Oh,
and
their pour is so good.
Yeah,
It's
super.
definitely an asymmetrical cut that didn't go through all the way. That could be fixed. If you're
Oh.
anything like me, Haya's gonna take that
With
speed
the
point.
speed point from
If you're
Haya.
anything like me, you'll just go back and correct
Yes.
mid pour. You'll go back after you've done the
Yeah.
cut and do a new cut.
It's beautiful. Vintage gem.
Don't recommend that.
It's when you win champions, you can just do whatever you want. You know. All right. Let's go.
This is going to be a tight one because
I
this
know.
may be a symmetry game, but I
I
kind of see because Haya's is leaning one direction too far. It is almost as if Haya's pores are positioned like a swan's neck is positioned over to the side, whereas James is, in my opinion, a beautiful pour, but could have more development overall.
I know.
A lot of that pour was spent finishing the cut because the pour was not filled in as much throughout.
Yeah.
There was a lot of opportunity for a few extra side to sides.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think that Haya is going to take this
Yeah, I think getting those wings
in the speed.
whips up
Just that
the
cut.
speed, difficulty.
Well, let's be honest, James. In James's pour, he has execution.
Yes.
He's closer to. I mean, that's what James is trying to do.
Yeah.
He's trying to do something like that.
Trying to
So
do a
he's
little simple style.
Yeah.
Right?
Haya
No,
definitely did not execute, but that's not a diss because Haya's base is stunning. Beautiful example of a wing base. It's just that cut through.
Yeah.
It's okay to have a lopsided heart and continue to dive forward with the cut. I would rather have a lopsided heart that's slightly askew, but the rest is straight. But
Yeah. Hiya! Way to go.
good call.
Practicing long hours.
Very good call.
Getting the results they work so hard for. Great. Well, chat, you've been asking for him. Mr. Sam Calloway, I believe.
We made you wait. We didn't make the brackets,
Against
but
Lenitas, all the way from LA. Sam in the building. Do we have the fans in the chat? All right. Do we have the Lenitas fans in the chat? Let's go. All right. Little almost done over here at day one at the Javits Center. We're all looking forward for tomorrow.
let's go, Lena.
Let's go, Lenitas.
Got some hype in the place. Got people
Yes.
excited.
Yes.
Let's go, Sam.
Let's go, Sam. Let's get those. Tell the world Sam's is pouring. Let's get it. All right. What a day one. So, and our last three matches of the evening.
Don't go anywhere, everybody. We only got 3 matches to go. You stay
Three
with us for
matches.
just a minute.
Yeah.
You'll
Rock-
know the results.
Yeah, it's just coming.
And we always save the best for last. Wait, who's last?
This last. Yeah.
I say things a bit early.
So we have Oscar
Sagato.
Lynn and Rad next, and then Sagato and Rebecca Lasor. So if you're tuning in to watch these baristas, thank you for tuning in to the end. They're up next. All right, let's go. Clock's going. Double screen action. One of my favorite angles.
How's your voice? Are you losing your voice yet? I'm losing my voice.
A little bit, but you know.
It's loud in here.
We'll drink some tea. We'll be all right.
This is a coffee convention.
I know.
This ain't RoofCon.
I know. I heard there's some serendipitous somewhere.
Nice word. I like using the word serendipitous.
Yeah, I know, me too. Serendipitous.
It's very good. You have a good vocabulary, Javi.
I do.
You're a different person than I remember.
I grew up. I
Wow.
grew
You've
up.
hit 32 and you're
I
a whole
know.
new hobby.
I know. Hey.
Sorry I doxed you on with your
I know.
age
I know. It's
on
okay.
the live.
We out here.
We out here.
All right, Lenitas
All
is
right,
up.
we got some. Okay, Lenita's is gonna go first. Lena has her own style, but it is definitely influenced a lot by Nicely, and so far really beautiful.
Wow.
This is a very beautiful version of what Lena can do.
Nice, simple wing two. Oh, with a
Slight
Como?
blemish. Gonna
Yes,
clean it up.
slight.
Lena
Lenitas with the speed point.
took the speed, and Lena also came in with the flow and
Yes.
the energy. Look at
I
that.
like that. You know, that's a veteran pour right there from the
Hey,
last
but
year
Sam's
to now.
doing a solid base with a heavy ripple. So Sam's going to get that wrap, and then he's going to go for simple to create complexity. This is a really smart strategy,
Oh, love it.
but
Love
I
it.
think Lena might have. Oh, okay, so Sam might get difficulty, but Lena might have edged out. I'm not sure. We'll have to see when they get down on the table.
Boy.
It's tough.
I know. It's super tough.
Something to note about Sam is going to go back for a second pour, but Sam's mechanics of that pour were very fascinating because they did a solid base with a ripple into it, which is a manipulating way of making a wing base without making wings.
Sam needs to put that pour down.
It's very beautiful, and
Sam needs to pour that pour down, and he needs to
I kind of think it's
submit.
silly to even pour a second one at this point. You
Stop.
have a strong pour, but he has time.
He has no time, man. He has no
He's transferred
time.
his milk. He has time. He has
has
30.
no-
Oh, he has 16 seconds.
He has 15 seconds.
I'm looking at the wrong clock. Oh no.
No.
No, there's not enough
Put
time.
it down, Sam.
He's gonna put it down. That's great.
Oh.
Never go for the second unless you're doing
Never go
Rosie.
for the second. Oh. Making
See,
the chat sweat a little
That
bit.
is a strong pour. That is a strong pour.
It is a strong pour. You
I
should be
think Lena's
proud.
gonna get. I think Sam gets difficulty and Lena gets symmetry already from the top.
Close battle here.
Actually, maybe I take that back.
All right, let's break
So
this
let's break it
down.
down. Chris is going to say that Sam gets difficulty because of the layer manipulation, which I might argue is true, kind of, but it's definitely like a saving it by shaping it, by adding more layers. But it's beautiful. Lena is going all flow. Lena is ripple base, ripple, a ring base, ripple middle, double on top, heavy flow. I think that Sam has line, Lena has color, Lena has speed. Judges know. Let's see.
All right.
I'm going Lena.
I think I'm gonna go slight Lena too. All right. Way to go. Great performance by Sam.
And I agree. Getting a wing in the second with the base is an easier tactic of getting a good wing. It is more to say it is a manipulation of layer tactic. So it is interesting to see someone manipulate layers up there. It's a strong strategy. She might need to do that with thin milk.
Yeah.
Good round.
Good round.
Similar styles.
I love what Lena did. She kept it simple. She knew that first round, if she keeps it clean, gets the execution points, gets the speed,
Keep
she'll
it
move
simple,
on.
but don't be afraid to advance it later.
Yeah, no, definitely in the next round, she definitely has to amp it up.
We'll see, because that is naturally Lena's style. So we'll see if there can be.
But Rosa, what's up? Thank you everybody for joining in the chat. We're on the last two of day one of this beautiful competition.
We got a solid 6 people hanging out with us right now, which is awesome.
I know, super cool. Super fire.
Very, very good.
Well, we got another first timer in the New York scene, Rad. Been coming into the scene. Again.
I didn't realize that was Rad's first time.
Yeah, and Oscar Lynn, all the way from the PNW. So another East Coast,
Oscar.
West Coast battle. Gotta love Oscar.
I missed you so.
Yeah. You can catch him at the Tiki Breeze at Coffee Fest.
I could go for a Tiki Breeze for my throat.
Yes, me too.
Plug, and I don't know if Tiki Breeze is a sponsor.
What I'm happy is that they haven't shut off the lights on us yet.
Is it 5?
It is 5:30.
This is not the first time they would have shut off the lights, so it's good they haven't.
Absolutely. All right, let's go, Rad. Okay, Reese's are ready. Moment of the truth. We got Eminem playing in the background.
Oh, this is Lose Yourself? Or what is this?
No,
it's not Eminem.
It is Eminem. And what? I think it's Soldier, Toy Soldier. Anyway, back to the chat, guys. Let me know If we got any rad
That's a
fans,
damn
any
fine
Oscar.
comment, Lance.
You're hilarious, Lance.
Hey, Lance Hedrick, we just need a stool sample.
Lance, let us know if you want to ever get a little cameo on this commentary.
Yeah, Lance, you want to come be a commentator?
I'm sure
We
you got a
know
lot to
you'd have
say.
history. You'd have history.
All right, Oscar Lane and Rad.
Oh, you were right. This is
Oh yeah.
that one song.
Yeah, Toy Soldier.
He's gonna say it till I collapse.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. Oscar looking comfortable.
Because the answer's not in your head, my dear. It's in your butt. We've got Rad and Oscar going against each other right now. Oh, we're in the pores. Oh, shakes, dude. Shakes make me so anxious. I watch them from afar and I empathize. I feel it.
Yeah, they
Been
just
there
come
and I
out of
hate the
nowhere.
feeling.
Look at it. Even when
This is
poured
why
milk.
you want to dose milk first. Double, at least in my opinion, because you're already done.
Yeah.
Then you just grab your pitcher, go for the steam, and honestly, if you're ambidextrous, you could even be pulling your shot with
Yeah, absolutely.
before that. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Rad is just going to go.
Let's go,
That's
Rad.
crazy. That's a crazy
was
first
at
pour.
our cafe 2 days ago.
Was he making fun of you with that sick pour because yours aren't as good as that?
Yes.
Because that's stunning.
He was ready.
You just got served by me.
Let's go, Rad.
This
Way
is
to
beautiful.
go with the speed point.
Look at him. He come back. He doesn't even know where to dump his puck
Oscar
because
Lynn
he's
with
new.
25
Amazing.
seconds. I'm not sure if he's going to have
Oh, and
enough
that shot
time
is
to
choked.
finish.
That shot is choked.
Oh, Oscar, put your cup down, Mr. Oscar. Put your cup down,
There's not
Mr.
enough time. There's not enough time.
Put your cup down, Mr. Oscar. Put your cup down.
I can't watch this.
Yes. Let's go, Oscar. Oh. No DQs in this tournament so far.
That's right.
Happy
There
to
have
see
been
that.
none.
Yes.
It looks like that 2.5 time limit is not going to go away.
No, not at
We
all.
might be looking at one of the better pours of the day here from Rad, and Rad is a first-time competitor. That is absurd.
Competitor.
That is that pour could have beaten over half of the pours we've seen today.
Absolutely. New York City coming strong. All right.
Fantastic.
Now to end it all, we have Sagato versus Rebecca. Looks like Rad may take this.
I think Rad's going to take this.
Way to go, Rad. Well deserved. Well earned. All right.
Last round of the day, everybody.
Last round of the day.
Got Sagato. We've got Becca. We've got an idea.
Let's go.
Loving Becca's pants, the velvet flare. I'm envious. I'm mad I don't own those pants.
Super fly.
And loving Sagato's pants.
I know.
Classic.
I would like Sagato to
Trousers.
move on all the way from Japan. You know, maybe he gets through. In the past, he has suffered a couple of DQs. And
Sagato is interesting because in the past, Sagato has put down like pours that aren't as strong as the one that he could have put down and things like that. Otherwise, an incredibly ruthless fire pour competitor.
Looks like he's pouring in a smaller cup this time, man. So learning from his mistakes. Not going
Those
with
big cups are hard. You can fit more, but is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
You lose that contrast. Takes more time.
Yeah. So we will see. Thank you for tuning in. Just to remind everybody, we are back for day 2 tomorrow at 2 p.m.
It's going to only get crazier from here.
Only going to get crazier.
It's going to get great.
Everybody's got the nerves off, and tomorrow we're going to see the best of the best. Okay. All right.
No one ever asks if we're ready.
Yeah, are we ready?
Battery?
Josh, are we ready? All right. Do we got any Rebecca fans? Do we have any Sagato fans? Let us know. Rebecca on the yellow machine, Sagato on the blue machine. Rebecca, arguably the best pants in the tournament.
Literally.
Hey. Looking locked in. Ready to go.
It's not just about the pants, ladies and gentlemen, but it is those pants. Those pants are specifically great.
Yeah.
The tie, the necktie thing is also
We
fire, and
hope
the hair. I can't even.
we hope Sagata's gonna bring it. With
I just think everyone should win.
no.
I think we should change the rules.
I think Sagata's gonna pour his traditional wing 1-1-4-1, but we will see. Very.
I think he's gonna pour a seahorse.
Oh, that would be nice. Oh,
I'm just talking shit. I don't think he's
handleless
gonna pour a seahorse.
Sagato. Not sure if he
Oh, we
always
got a
pours
handleless pour. Okay.
Not sure if he ever pours handleless, but
I think he does. That was a beautiful base. You can just tell from the
beautiful,
ripples.
yes.
You can just tell.
He's locked
Oh,
in.
but Becca's locked in.
Oh, he's
Okay, so Becca's coming in a little too fast. Just a little too fast.
I think a slight error on the
Oh,
tilt.
Sagatu's gonna go with his vintage classic pour.
Oh, standing on business.
Strong pours from both competitors. I'm curious if Becca's gonna go back. Looks like Becca might go back for a second.
Yes.
Sagato is cleaning up to submit.
Yes.
That is Sagato's big signature vintage pour.
Very sure. Just don't spill, Sagato. Okay, with the speed points.
That's gonna be tough to beat. That's tough. That's a really tough pour.
All right. Becca's got time. If she can start pouring within 30 seconds. If not, might not be enough.
Might have to hang up the pants.
Got it. Might have to hang on the pants, but you never know. Let's see.
These pants might move on to another day. Probably wouldn't wear the same pants 2 days in a row, but you know what I'm saying. It's metaphorical.
All right. Ripple. Oh,
We already got a messy
best.
cup, but
Slow
it's
it
okay.
down.
This is the thing is if you're gonna come in with this much speed, which Becca's shaping it beautifully. That's beautiful, beautiful
You
shape.
got 10 seconds to clean the cup, Rebecca. No. Yes.
Oh, missed it.
Missed the punta. Hey. And the crowd.
Good timing. Actually, very good save. This
Very
is a
good
beautiful
save.
representation.
Well
of what
done
Becca
to
can
end
do.
this beautiful day one.
I want to
Epic
say
battle.
one thing about Becca's pour. If Becca came in a little slower and took more time on the base, Becca would have a more line clarity driven base
Yes.
and wouldn't have to use such heavy pushes to reshape the pour because the base was floppy.
If you did have enough time to take your time, just
But
sometimes when that clock's ticking.
This is a stunning pour, and yes, Lance Cabell would be proud. Absolutely stunning pour. It's just you want to come in a little softer
Yeah.
if you're going to go for heavy.
Absolutely. I mean, you've made a signature
You're
of doing
filling it
that.
up. You're filling it up so fast, and then if you're going to go in heavy, you don't want to go in high up because you crash the base, and
Yeah.
it's a balance, it's a give and take, but that's a really strong representation. And here's the thing: is if you do warp your base in the beginning, you can always fix it with the middle layers, which is what Becca is doing here. But I do
Yeah,
think
a little-
Sagato's
a
going to
little-
win the points out in this, even though Sagato has some symmetry issues.
Yeah, some
It's hard to
symmetry
say.
issues, but definitely
Line
has
clarity.
difficulty.
Difficulty, execution speed.
Yeah.
You only need 4 points.
Yes. Mi gente, we have her last battle. Sagato.
But Becca did not go down without a fight. And now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go find out where those pants came from.
And it's a wrap. We finished day one.
We did. We
Well
did.
done.
It was turbulent.
It was turbulence, but we got it.
Some winners won, losers died. We made it another day. I could go for some matzo ball soup now. There's someone selling it on the. Oh, they are shutting the lights off.
Oh, they're shutting the lights off. Okay, guys, 2 p.m. tomorrow. Catch us.
We'll
I
see
am
you later, you dirty scumbags. I'm Emily Bryant.
Ya tú sabes.
All right, ciao.
That's
Thank
a
you for
wrap.
watching. How many times do you say goodbye?